be the determiner of
Getting
that.
a few things here. Okay, let's go, baby.
Oh, we're getting spicy.
Here we go. It's time. We got Sigma Rhine. Now, Twisted Minds is running the Rhine comp. We have seen this Rhine comp play quite a bit, so look for the Rhine to be a little bit more aggressive. Hopefully, is the volume level much better now, chat? So what you do here is you kind of TP around. That's the whole point of this comp. The idea behind the Rhine comp and the why they make it work is because they TP. If the TP doesn't do well, you kind of get stuck, and that's how it's going to be played. So we'll just watch for this Rhine to go for this aggressive approach and see what happens, basically, how that's going to be. A lot of this is going to be slow for a second because they're going to wait for the point to unlock and then finally make their move. They kind of want to wait and time that. There it is. They go into the back line with the TP. Now they're going to look for some opportunities to get the kill on the Geekay. Geekay does kind of TP out. It's basically a lot of back and forth. So we'll see how this goes. Yes, how is the meta this stage? A lot of Sigma, Mauga, apparently some Rhine, Marissa. A lot of variety, to be honest with you, but also not a lot of variety when you get to mirrors. It just depends like what teams are playing. TVNT gets the kill there on Labda. Geekay does get a little bit of initial point pressure, but that's okay. And Twisted Mind starts off with an early team fight. So it's going to be really important here on these TP plays to be able to kind of deal with this type of like pressure from Twisted Minds. The way that Twisted Minds is going to play this is very... the way that Twisted Minds are going to be able to do this is very... they have to be patient with their TPs, but they also have to be willing to like just pop that TP and go in the moment they see anybody out of position. So there's a Kitsune coming in from Simple, a pretty fast Kitsune. Nothing really going to happen in the meantime. It's going to be kind of backing away, doing the best that they can possibly do. Nothing really changes about that, so there you go. There's a few in front. A little bit low.
Pushing him into the locker here, but takes the high ground, takes a shot from Quartz. Thinks a little bit better of trying to hold that position.
Quartz does have a high noon coming up. Finn has a Kitsune.
The Deadeye from Quartz being channeled, teleport into the back line.
Quartz goes in, is making a play. Yubi goes over there, gets a kill on Zayat. Again, a lot of back and forth with that TP. They do pop the Kitsune a little bit last second, but if Labda can't pick up a second kill right now, this isn't going to be worth it because of the trades. Quartz over here hitting shots, and there you go. Twisted Minds wins an important team fight, but also is starting to win the ult advantage. They have a Simul coming up, a Shatter that, I mean, I'm not going to expect the Shatter to do much, but that's just how that Rhine is now. B, close to another Kitsune. This could be a turnaround right away. We'll see how it plays, though.
Really bad position, and now Twisted Minds. I mean, you're gonna have your
beat aggress, maybe? No sim wall into beat? Yep. Oh boy, yeah. I mean, you can still lose some of them there with that ultimate. I think a big slam. Holy crap, big slam. There you go. Well, I told you Ryan Chatter was gonna get a ton of value. Big slam, good follow up. Perfect. That was awesome. They might be able to get back in time if they go Wrecking Ball, which is exactly what they're doing. So that's going to be a good play on that one.
I got the read. This character is legit. Ziad to the Wrecking Ball.
Kitsune, the moment Wrecking Ball goes in for a slam. That's going to be the way you want to do this. So once Wrecking Ball commits in like this, or uses any of this, you're going to want to pop your Kitsune, and now. There's the Kitsune. They're going to be going a little bit aggressively off of this. They just want to be able to kind of be aggressive on the back line while they kind of go around the map. Obviously, it's not over for either side. If Finn goes down here, maybe Kellex is going to be able to get that ultimate in time, but it might not be enough, and Quartz is a little bit out of position, so Geekay still holding on right now. But if they lose one more, it could get a little bit tough. We'll see how it plays. Yubi gets a kill right there. Funny Astro gets a kill on the Finn, and unless something really crazy happens right now, there should be round one. Goes to Twisted Minds. Airborne, thank you for the 15 months of the Tier 1 Preacher. Thank you. Thanks, Airborne.
Might as well do this while I watch
round
matches.
one. Obviously, there's multiple rounds here. Geekay has a little bit of time right now in the downtime to kind of come up with a strategy, but great play. Great play here from the side of from Twisted Minds. You know, coming out strong here. We'll see, though, obviously.
Four, it looks like there. So massive plays from TVNT, finishes deathless there.
All right, let's
round
go.
Number one, leading in terms of damage as well, right? Just able to get that Rhine into the mix. It causes so much chaos.
Great plays from Simple, too, to keep Divin healthy there on the Flux. Cleanse blocks a damage, so he still has the HP to swing past the shield. Drop a huge
I mean, it's just a very different comp to deal with. Like I said, for Twisted Minds, they're really trying to find ways to make the comps work. Obviously, with D.Va being heavily nerfed, you know, they've been trying to make D.Va work, and like it works on some maps now, but like it's been really difficult with how rough it's been for, you know, with the D.Va like comp that is. Like you just like it just isn't the same anymore. So they kind of often go for Ryan. Obviously, a little bit of an unlucky start there in the pick, so they're going to back away, give up the point for free. It's not really a lost team fight. It just, but it technically is. I mean, they lost the point. So. Oh, compared to I know, Lars. I know it's come a long way, hasn't it? You know, in that sense. There's still some errors and some frustrating metas, but that's always going to happen in hero shooters. It's tough to like not have that. But there is more variety for sure. TVNT gets a kill right there. They just kind of walk in on the Sigma. Keep in mind, like Sigma can struggle against Orion. If you can gap close, you're going to be good. That's why like this comp works, because you can TP to the Sigma, and the Sigma has to react. You've probably seen me get rolled by plenty of Sigmas when I'm playing, right? You know, whenever I'm playing ranked.
I mean, what the Rhine gets past the shield, and then like kinetic grasp obviously does nothing to the hammer.
Swing on.
So you're just
right? The threat of the pin is so scary.
Okay, here we go.
You're done. You were just instantly dead. You do not have the HP that some of the other tanks have to work with.
They're ready for a Kitsune.
Swings deep past the choke, but that allows Geekay to maybe rotate out wide.
And there it is. Aggressive play here from Twisted Minds. Sigma's going to have no fun, as we were just talking about. You know, I also think the shield bash perk kind of helps a little bit on like kind of like, you know, helping out with even those closer ones. And yeah, Twisted Minds again going to play aggro. Hit a couple fire strikes. Don't hit that. They back away now.
That was getting a little scary.
You know, Ryan's back when I play him again, and then whenever I play Ryan, they nerf Ryan. So when I start to play Ryan, you know that Ryan's getting a nerf right around the corner. Just like all the other heroes we play. All right, here we go. High Noon going in here with the kind of the sim wall combo. Ends up getting killed in Alpha. That's going to actually not allow for anything. They're just going to have to reset. I think. Yeah, Finn goes off the map. I was going to say, I thought I saw Finn drop off the map. So keep in mind, regardless of the result here, Twisted Mind started off pretty dominant in the last series against Geekay, and then got reverse swept. So the point I'm making is like, you know, they still haven't even won this yet, so we got to see that first. There was an aggressive play. Sigma's going to be waiting to drop that shield. There's the shield. Oh, gets a kill into Kelix. And now you can kind of go back. You might get a Sigma ultimate coming in. Good pin right there. This is the pretty much last team fight. So Sigma's in the air, getting pretty low. Ryan's going to be holding shield up. Gets possibility to kill. Eats the rock for the teammate. I love that. Goes for a big slam. There it is. And Twisted Minds pretty much just took map 1 with relative ease. If Geekay could just ban Sim. I know they like to run Sim, but I think that'd be a good idea. I'm going to go pee very quickly. Let's go. Oh, okay. That works. Here we go. Rhine versus Sigma again. So yeah, very similar comp, but it looks like Geekay is going to go Bastion. So what they're trying to do now is get a little bit more pressure on the shield. Obviously, both sides have gone the Bastion here now. It's actually a very similar comp, except it's basically a mirror, but with a Rhine versus a Sigma. So it's going to be a lot of TPing out and then poking out during that, but Yubi gets a kill in the lab, and that's going to give him a lot of damage. As long as they don't overfeed right now in the next couple of seconds and they can manage the shield, they'll be able to go back in and just win this team fight with relative ease. So that's why they're trying to drive back away. They're going for the kill. They get the lamp out. Nice job. Bap is one shot on the high ground. Simple gets the kill on the Finn. A lot more pressure going in now from the side of Twisted Minds. Quartz gets a kill on the Kelix there, and that's going to be a team fight win, obviously. And then they're going to try to keep things going here, get rid of the TP. So, yes. Do you want to know why why 6v6 Rhine Shield is 1800, but 5v5 is 1500? Because one extra hero to do damage. That's why they made Diva worse. All right, anyway, here we go.
Yeah, they fake the TP, right? They put that TP down. They're going to go on through it, and they just drop the Ant Matrix in front. Gonna be that
backing away.
Look at how far back it is pushed.
Why they're running Lucio and Bap? Kiriko ban. So the Kiriko, the Bap works really well with Rhine for lamp and window and just like general like good AoE heals because you're playing more together. There's a lot of AoE healing, so that's why. But a great job here by Geekay to kind of turn this fight a little bit. They are taking a lot of damage still, so it's not quite over yet since they have the Bap alive. But I do think that if they keep getting aggressive on the Rhine will fall over eventually, and Geekay will you know, win this team fight finally and be able to get back in time. So. Yeah.
Will find the finish onto Quartz. And Twisted Minds, I mean, playing just with wanton aggression here, which I don't mind playing this Rhine comp. But
now, honestly, Zombie, I believe
like they were ready for some of those pushes now and have stabilized.
That's the thing
on this map with a great economy.
I don't doubt that one bit.
Geekay set up in a great position now, right, with a ton of ultimates coming on.
Sometimes you just got to have a little bit of memery, you know? Got to meme a little bit. I get it. Right? Dude, dude, Vent's a nuclear engineer. I'm sure it's the same with him. You know what I mean? Like,
I think the job is done already.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, fantastic work from him, staying alive.
you know, Mememaschine's a professor. Like, you know,
Even the drone to
listen,
just
sometimes you
take
just want to,
inevitable, but
finish whatever you're doing and
kill the
log
map,
on
it's
and,
all gravy, right?
have some memery going, get a couple memes
A
going.
little bit
Right?
of a bonus. Twisted Minds doing decent in the ultimate economy.
Wait, Vent does?
But I think
I
everything
didn't even know
comes
that.
down to
Medlo, thanks for the 9 months of the tier 1. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
who can get the better Simmal, who can.
That's crazy. Yeah, he hasn't really.
And can Tivin find that big shatter?
Damn.
That he's been
Yeah,
looking
he's
for?
just
He's
good at what
been
he
all
gets
series
stuff
long
done.
So
Yeah.
far on that opening map, and now he's just farming up another window.
He's very smart. Yeah. All right, here we go. Quartz with a pick. Get ready for a high noon, or not a high noon, a big slam.
I mean, you die so quick in the face of that. The beat now.
A lot of damage coming in. Quartz gets that. Lab, it does get a kill on the simple, but things are going to kind of relax here. Zyad goes down. Lab is going to be half HP. Watch out for the beat coming up here momentarily. Get ready. It's almost time.
He's going to be taxing everyone back from the spawn, trying to get a retake on. I think it's incumbent upon him to.
Yeah, everyone, don't worry about that. It's a bug. Yes. You're good. So Twisted Minds has kind of solidified this team fight. They're going to go to the point because they don't have the comp. So if you wonder why they dropped down a point there, they don't really have the comp to be able to kind of like chase them around initially. If they don't use their TP. So what they're doing is they're going down to the low ground and deny the space from down there and then get the kills on anybody going there. But Geekay is like, we're just going to go to point and kind of make that happen, and that's why they do that. So, yeah.
You can kind of create some more distance. That's going to be a TP right on in. Shatter, he's stunned. Oh, he gets it down, though.
That sounds like him, zombie. That's crazy.
Back and forth, both tanks stunned. And
oh, man.
with Bastion off the field, Geekay, they don't have a tank front line, but maybe they don't necessarily need one here. Still staying alive. With
a lot of damage coming in.
Simwell comes out from Alfie. That backs off the Reinhardt here from Twisted Minds, and without Quartz on the Bastion, the long-range damage threat minimal from this Twisted Minds comp. That frees Geekay up now to get very aggressive, harassing from all sides. The flip comes in, but they are flanked. They are surrounded, beset by attackers.
Wow. Bastion ultimate got kills again, so I didn't really know how to call that. Whenever Bastion ult usually happens, I expected to do 4 chip damage, and then maybe kill a lamp if lucky. Instead, wipes out their whole team, so Twisted Minds kind of, again, getting a lot of value with some of these plays. I mean, if you're able to win a team fight with your Bastion ultimate, you are in a really good spot. That is not expected to clear out teams, but maybe with this more kind of like stacked up meta where like, players are relying a little bit more on the window, that's why it happens. Either way, here we go. Gonna be seeing a window come in here from Simple, pretty simple strategy here. It's just gonna be ready, set, and there you go. Pop that, boom, done. They're gonna back away, good disengage. You did what you wanted to do though, you regain the map control over here, so you take away some of the space that they have. Pretty straightforward there. So, yep, you got a classic Dallas Fuel skin. Hey, let's go. Let's go, as a Dallas Fuel streamer. Good Sigma ultimate. Unfortunately, or not Sigma, good Bastion ultimate, but unfortunately they do TP out. No Sigma ultimate at all. I just kind of saw the circle and just assumed for a second. They're going to wait. They don't need to go back to the point now. Flipping the point here. They're trusting their comp. They're waiting for beat from Funny Astro and wall from Yubi. Get ready. They're going to start moving in now. They might start with the Sim wall first to gain control. And then they're going to pop Sim wall. They're going to drop down soon with window, and then they're going to pop beat. As long as they kind of react to this correctly, they should be fine. There's the window. There's the beat. They're going to be aggressive towards the window area, try to kill the Sigma. Quartz does get a kill on the Finns. Zyad, though, gets a couple kills there. I'm actually surprised somebody to go down. It's going to be a 2v3 in favor, or 2v2 now. Both sides are going to be a sim turret on the floor. Looks like Bat might go down here in a second. Nice TP play there. Wow. Alpha played that almost perfectly. If Alpha doesn't play it that perfect, then this is a way different team fight. So, Twisted Minds loses the team fight. Geekay regains point control. So, how'd I know what? Is it worth focusing on one role? I mean, if you want to be good at that role, yeah. I mean, it could help, improve on that. Like, for example, I'm a much better tank than I am support, and I'm a much better support than I am DPS. So, like, focusing on one probably helped me. But honestly, like, do what you enjoy the most of. If you just enjoy playing multitudes of heroes and you want to do that, just send it. Why not, right? Either way, window goes out here as a sim wall. You technically can try to break the sim wall during that. I think they did. Just so you know, I'm pretty sure they broke the sim wall with the window. If you didn't know, like, it has HP, by the way. So I think with a window, my Genji, yes, my Genji is definitely a hero that I can select. But they have beat now. I mean, this is going to be relying on a good shatter here. It's like, I think it's like 4,000 HP now or something. Two things that are good with it: Bastion window. Bastion window and Roadhog ultimate. Big slam does come in. The shield gets lower because of it. Remember, if you shatter a shield, it does damage, so you're doing something with it. No one can say it was a wasted ultimate because that shield HP is a little bit lower than it was. Really good sim wall here from UB. A lot of like pressure on the Sigma, but unfortunately for kind of Twisted Minds here, I think they're going to lose this team fight. So, yep. Oh, that they would beat then window? Because that's what you want to do there. Because like, you know, the players are tracking the ultimate, so in their vision, the sim wall is a support ultimate. So like they don't have to worry about the window just yet. But when they pop their window, it's towards the end of a sim wall. So the next reaction is going to be to use beat. That's kind of how I knew that would go there. You know, it's just kind of like looking at what ultimates they have, understanding how that part of the game plays, and then just kind of coming up with the concept that that's probably what will happen. Doesn't mean it's always guaranteed. Double window coming in here. You might see Twisted Minds go for a quick fire strike window. It's kind of where like you just pop the window and fire strike and see if you get a kill. So like basically, but it's going to be double window. It's really going to be the Bastions who can carry this. So here we go, window versus window. There it is. Doesn't go for the fire strike, opts to hold. Oh, I love this strat. I'll explain it in a second. We'll see if it actually pays off, but I'll explain what they just did. That was awesome. So, what they did right there, by the way, was as they popped the window, they TP'd half the team across, kept the Bastion behind the window, and then just won it. So the Bastion got the full value for Quartz, and then just shredded the team while they were all distracted by the team TPing on them. It was excellent teamwork right there. That was an amazing play, actually. Okay, Bastion ultimate's coming up here with Simwall. Simwall will probably be going up in the middle of the point momentarily once they kind of get things rolling here. There's the Simwall. Going to kind of hold a little bit of there. Obviously, Lambda has ultimate here. They're going to give up the point, let him flip. There's no point to lose your stuff there. You get a kill on Kelix. You try to wait this out. Great Sigma ultimate. I love the idea and combo behind that. Obviously, there's still a Shatter waiting to happen. A big charge in there. Funny Astro gets the kill. Shatter could still be used. And there you go. Look at, see though? What do you notice, chat? Huh? Yeah, where's Zayad's Sigma shield? Big slam, 250 damage or whatever it is into that Sigma shield. That's all I'm saying. I mean, what if Zayad had shield there? See? Danya, thanks for the 19 months of the Prime. So appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm just saying. All right? Like, you know, better watch out. Big slam is right. Okay. Sim wall again, same concept. Bastion to just try to clear them out. Idea here is to kill the TP, kill a lamp, get something out. Doesn't really do much. Window versus window again, but I think the advantage will go to Twisted Minds with this one because they can sim wall their window pretty much, which they do, which they're going to force them to one side. They do end up picking up a kill on TVNT, so a bit of a blunder there. But there's Kelix with the beat. Going to be aggressive. I'm watching the HP right now. Finn is going to go down. Twisted Minds HP looks pretty healthy right now. Might be able to pick up a kill onto the Symmetra if they get a little bit aggressive, but I think that's going to be the team fight for Twisted Minds. On to the next point. What are the bans this match? Kiriko and Cassie.
Again, you know, these closer range points seem to be solid for the Rhine. These next two, though, maybe with a little bit more, you know, open space to poke. In theory, that's good for Geekay, but TM have been so good in these mid-fight moments, right? Like, individually, they keep finding these picks.
TM may also, I mean, we'll see how they decide to play this. They could actually end up just kind of getting over towards this beat and getting...
Oh, no. Funny Astro with the pick on a Kelix right away. There's going to be... I mean, you could beat this if you want. I think they... no. They know the HP. They know it's not worth using beat right now. I do agree with the non-beat there. Even though, like, you look at, like, the HP and you're like... If you waste beat there, I just think like you're basically, while you know Kelix use beat, I don't think it's worth it right there. I do like the pushback here. Zayad's going to go get a kill right now. Excellent play here, actually. I love this decision making. Now they might use the beat because now like you might wait for Sigma to pop this ultimate, use beat. Actually, they're just going to reset for the Rhine. Yeah. The beat's going to be saved for the next play. They're going to window versus window again. Ozlog, thanks for the 2 months of the Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Because of the Suzu, Kiriko Lucio is just a common comp, and they just don't want to deal with it. They're running their Rhine comp with the Bastion, so this kind of helps them run that. So that's pretty much what it is. So, yep.
Regen burst and just kind of keep him going, but be a flip here.
Here we go. There's the beat with the Sigma ultimate. Window's obviously out. Double window going across the board now. Bastion with a huge flank during this. Lambda will get caught out here. Yeah, I was going to say, you know, it's a good play until it isn't, right? Like, it's a risky play, but, like, I understand the off angle there. So, excellent decision. Good job there by TVNT to get the kill onto Alpha. Zayad goes down there, and looking in front, they look like they're going to get the kill on the Kelix, and now they have the point again. Bastion ultimate online soon. Cheap coffee. Thanks for the 19 months of the Prime sub. Appreciate it. Thank you.
It's a nice job. They see see that Lab is on the flank.
TBNT has a shatter coming up,
It's like a
and
boom,
we're good to
just kinda
go.
knocks him
So,
off course. Everybody needs to move up just an
you know,
inch there to
Geekay
get
has
some
Bastion
damage
ultimate, getting close to beat, so might kind of play around that. They might actually have to take a little bit of damage here for Kelix to kind of make this beat get close. Because right now what's going to happen is they're going to Bastion ult, then they're going to either go for a shatter or kind of like pop the sim wall once other things happen, because this is the team fight. If they win right here, they're in a pretty good spot. Kelix goes down, Labda goes in with the ultimate. No need to use any ultimates right now on the side of Twisted Minds. I think for Geekay, they have to disengage out if they want to really win this. If they get staggered, though, that's it. If you're Twisted Minds, you probably want to play aggressive and deny this space. I expect to see a TP denial or a play in front. This is normal on what we see. Obviously, there's a back and forth battle here. They do TP around, so a good play, although Alpha does go down for that. Sim wall will definitely go up now because you don't have a sim to go against. So there you go. And then now you look for the shatter. Obviously, you're going to look for any type of play on the shield. They're killing the Ryan shield. Big slam. The ground, it was shaking right there, which clearly made the Bastion jump up and down over and over again. Zayat again, you know, trying to get these kills. Yup, Rock there. Doesn't get the kill, though. The feel's bad. There's the ultimate in the air onto Zayat. They know Zayat's low. Zayat's still 1 HP in the air. Simple goes up and against that, but Alfie comes in with on the bike, gets a couple of kills. But goes down right there, and chat, just like last time, Twisted Minds is up 2-0. But before we say anything, this happened last time. This happened last time. And that is what you need to watch out for, okay?
You just don't have the, you know, the raw frontline pressure.
You don't understand the Mizuki ban here? It's because of the Sigma comps with Mizuki, so you're getting rid of, you're kind of forcing them into almost a Kiriko Lucio type of comp. Some teams would kind of go like Sigma, Kiriko, Mizuki here. And that can be pretty good, so you're just kind of eliminating that aspect. It does look like, okay, so I'm understanding
that's why
a little bit of what they're going for here. But it's going to be Kiriko Lucio. I'm not sure if Geekay's running that comp, but we'll see. Twisted Minds, first point defense. Yeah, Mizuki's like one of the best supports right now. So a lot of it is that. Yeah, how's the kitty? Good. Yeah, I have 4 cats, so they're all doing well. I think most of them are upstairs right now, just chilling. Sully was in the bucket for a while today, so that was fun.
I would say his best hero, and I really think D.Va.
All right, let's keep it going.
Maybe the best D.Va in the world, certainly in that conversation.
Yeah.
Now to be able to show this level of flex in playoffs is a fantastic sign for the midseason championship.
Now he's the only Ryan in the world.
That's true.
Okay.
I think there'll be more, Matt. I think the storm is coming. Twisted Minds just running back the strap, playing up on the high ground. The Sigma, though,
So they're going to be playing a little bit on the high ground right now. A little bit kind of like in the middle.
Geekay happy to take the mirror here, but
going to be rotating around. Good damage in there.
Finds the accretion in. They're starting to flip the map. They're getting that cap pressure in. Tibbin trying to hold on to the point, but the angles are strong.
I still don't know how to play this map, so like when it comes to rotations and stuff, I do know that they're losing their angles on the side of Twisted Minds, and Geekay is kind of taking advantage of that with his like Sigma comp. Keep in mind, Zayad's a very, 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 very good Sigma, as we recently saw, and yeah, kind of an expected result there. Urgency, thank you for the prime sub, appreciate it, thank you. Appreciate it.
Something up here, but the play just comes in too quick.
Yeah, and that setup there on
we'll
the high
see.
ground doesn't obviously work as well when you don't have that perma shield of the Rhine, who can just kind of stand there. They're kind of force that low ground, and then now over to the D.Va. So this
all right, well, we're gonna see a regroup here for all the teams
coming in from TM, right? Mizuki, so just it's kind of like nuclear against D.Va at the moment. But with the Mizuki gone, look, it's still gonna be pretty tough to play into, right? I know for Geekay, I know having like obviously the Sig accretion to kind of use into this D.Va. Nothing that TVNT hasn't seen before. Twisted Minds is just opting. So Twisted Minds says, you know what? See, I'm kind of glad they just like, this is what Twisted Minds is realizing. We ain't going to try to mirror, you know, Geekay. Zayad's a great Sigma. So you know what we're going to do? We're just going to play our comp. We're going to see what happens, and we're going to do our best with it. Obviously, they're not able to get anything going just yet. D.Va is a bit more papier-mâché now, as you can see. But they did what they wanted to accomplish here. They flipped the map. They forced out a couple of ultimates. They needed to build ultimates anyway after kind of having that. Yeah, they're still at a pretty big ultimate disadvantage, but this is a chance for them to kind of do maybe the same type of like high noon flank play. So kind of see how that plays out. But yeah, this could be a good one in general.
Like this is a worry.
What would you want to see them play? Would you want to see them play like maybe like Maga here with like a?
All right, here we go.
Like to try to play the or I don't Maga. I also don't love. I think
Twisted Minds has beat.
Times, especially when they can match the mobility and kind of.
Kelix has beat. Yup, Rock goes in. Double beat. Sim wall. Wait. They're going to disengage out. Ooh, okay, they disengaged out. I kind of like that play by Geekay. I will say, though, it is the safe play. So they're going to do the, I was going to say, they might do the high noon. And, like, that's kind of what I thought would happen. And that's pretty much what I think Twisted Minds wanted. Because you know they can't TP out, so if anybody even hex up, so... How's it going, Carrot? You've been watching all the YouTube videos? Let's go. Heck yeah.
Russian beat, yeah. I mean, they most likely would have gotten the point.
Heck yeah.
Might be able to get a fight out in the spawn here to
Welcome.
train some ultimates and maybe even have a
Yeah, the YouTube has been like growing at like a very like cool pace. It's been kind of crazy. It's, you know, I think it's having multiple series and like, you know, like I still do the spectatings, but also have funny moments and bingo and all that. I still am always looking to improve. Like I said, we're probably gonna do Lonnie's gonna be working on a second bingo card. The one where my wife made a bingo card of like things I do. So she's gonna be working on that soon. So we're gonna have part 2 of that this year. So get ready for that. A lot of ultimates coming in here. Obviously, it's gonna be just about a bit of an ult dump. I do like the decision here to kind of flip the point on them and just kind of make a play happen. I do like the idea of TP and the D.Va. Actually, I think that Sigma's gonna not get anybody with that. I noticed that too. D.Va immediately gets demeched. You're probably wondering, did D.Va have full HP? Sure did. But I think this is going to be a team fight win here. Yeah, it will be a team fight win. They'll clean this up. So they get this going into the last point. So, yep.
I mean, look for Twisted Minds.
Yeah, Lonnie Bingo, exactly. So. Enjoying the funny moments in bingo the most? Heck yeah. Yeah, obviously, like, funny moments in bingo is a little bit, doesn't happen as frequently, of course, because, like, they're just, it has to be the right video to make it a good video. And we learned kind of early on, like, when we did bingo once a week, it just wasn't as good. So we wanted to make sure that we pick the right timings, the correct bingo games when the time is right, and we do it when it's ready, and I think that makes a much more quality viewing experience. And then I have a lot of, like, my in-between content of, like, spectatings and things like that, so, you know.
Geekay is a very masterful sim team right now.
I do like the flip here. I think what's happening is Twisted Minds is just trying to be like, they're trying to play the time bank here too. So like the way they're playing is just constantly TP around. They're going to TP on the high ground above them is probably their best TP spot, but they are denying the space a little bit. It's not easy. They look for a kill and Kellick's on point. Oh, nice try on that. I love the idea of splitting the team and trying to find a kill on the way out. Still waiting to see if maybe a high noon happens here on both sides. Yep, it just depends if there's going to be a TP. There's the TP from Lab. They're going to go in. Oh, no, they kill the TP in time, so we're going to get split. We're going to get a Kitsune coming in here from both teams in a second. Get ready for the Kitsune. Funny Astro has beat soon. I feel like they might try to back away here. Quartz hits a couple of shots. TVNT gets a kill on the Lab. That's going to make it a 5v2. Twisted Minds will win this, and they get to save their beat. Pretty good win there. This is a pretty tough choke to play through, so also, yep. I should do an OWCS bingo. I'm considering it. I'm considering an OWCS bingo. Oh, you're gonna be mad? Yeah. DVD does a great job with that. But I'm gonna see if I can build one by this major coming up. No promises. I have an idea in mind now that could maybe make it watchable, but I'm gonna decide. Trust me, I've had a request for OWCS bingo since I went to BlizzCon in 2023. So like, it's been a highly requested thing. I just haven't figured out a way yet to make it entertaining, but I have an idea now. Now that I've watched pretty much most of the esports matches, I think I have an idea to where it won't be as enjoyable live for the OWCS bingo, but once edited, it will make sense. I think that's what we're gonna do.
TM might only get banned SIG throughout the series, right?
I think that's.
I think on the table still.
Well, that's the middle space, but yeah, I think that's how we're gonna do it. But I have to.
Last match, so
I don't just gotta. We'll see. Sig though, Matt. I think they are. This is the matchup they want.
Do just
when they can play them.
Oh, have you been? Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I do think maybe ban the Sig.
No promise.
Maybe the D.Va actually starts to look pretty good again. You know, I think those accretion stunts from Ziad have been so on point. He has become one of the top Sigmas here in EMEA and has really been showcasing that this stage. Last year, I think we got to see a little taste of his flexibility, more fully developed now in this meta. Mechanically, he's just on such an incredible level that they kind of always want to give him that carry potential that the Sigma just inherently has as a hero. But this team fight, it does put you on your heels. And as you mentioned, that final hard corner on Neon Junction is a brutal place to fight a team like Twisted Minds, who is so cheeky with the TPs, getting the D.Va in the back line. And once you start losing supports here and there, things just crumble for the attackers.
Just look at the poke damage from the Sig, right? 7,100.
Even the mid is pretty crazy. I mean, he's mitigating a lot here, although TVNT is matching it pretty decent.
Okay, let's go, baby.
Yeah, plays some Sigma early on and then goes over to the trusted D.Va for TVNT.
Double comes into fruition. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice if it does, obviously. Okay, it's on pause now, chat. Let's go.
Here it looks like it was simple. As he gets right
How long
back
did these
into
intermissions
the action.
take? Well, it depends. This intermission here was like, it's kind of unpredictable with pauses. We don't know why it was paused. Either way, game pauses.
Haven't seen from a while. I mean, cut his teeth in the beginning as a projectile player, but I love the May in this kind of a close quarters.
We have beat
TP4, Twisted Minds trying to punish some aggression. The Mayball
Sigma ultimate here. There's going to be 100% a beat from Funny Astro. I mean, with that ultimate, you just do that. Simwall coming up here with the beat aggression. That's kind of, I think that's why they did that. They recognize it's going to be hard to get a lot of value with that ultimate around the corner. So instead, wow, Zayad goes down there. That was a bit interesting. I thought that was going to go the other way for sure. TVNT goes for a deval, not able to find anybody. There's going to be a lot of trades happening right now. If Twisted Minds can either escape out or get a trade, that's ideally what they want to do.
He's like, I'm killing quartz. I will hunt this.
Oh, yeah, I can be tough. You got this, though. You got this. Alpha E's going to be popping an ultimate here soon. Get ready for the sim wall. It's going to be very, very soon. Wait for the sim wall. Wait for the sim wall. There it is. Double sim wall. Kind of like right next to each other. It's kind of funny. They look like a piece of pizza. Look at the piece of pizza. High Noon coming up next. You're going to kind of probably do a TP play with it. We'll see if the sim decides to back up. Both teams just kind of chilling. May Ultimate is coming up right now, so there's going to be probably a TP High Noon out of a May Ultimate. Oh, but Yubi goes down. Yubi goes down right away. Quartz is trying to get that. There, but some great pressure here from Zayad on the back line. Twisted Minds probably going to lose this team fight now. And, yeah, Geekay is going to capture the point. The minute 17, so a bit of an uphill battle here for Twisted Minds, like a ranked game. We'll see what happens.
Looking great to at least start the reverse sweep.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the difference between today's game and the previous game with these two teams.
Oh, did you? That's okay, Blue. I hope it went well. I don't know what that is, but I'm glad you had a good time.
In our previous game between these two teams, it was that Reinhardt strat where TM was playing on that high ground. As we take a look at some of the highlights you're talking about, Labda when he went over to the May really started to pop off. And I think you just see kind of obviously things change with that Ryan out of the mix. So I think for defense, I actually think it probably trends even better for Geekay, right? I think like the SIG, being able to use the SIG on the defensive side of things, definitely going to be a little bit better for them, like constantly kind of poking from that high ground.
So the reverse sweep begins.
Are we going to see
is it going HC?
Bastion here from TM?
You never know. We'll see. This map will be telling on that one.
Some of these plays, even going like they TP in, they go with the ultimate, they don't find anything, they just like keep going deeper on TM and keep forcing the fights. But I mean, force really feels like the right word. Like it really sometimes feels like they're, desperate to go so deep in the enemy backline, and Geekay, good enough team to be ready to receive them, find the trades.
Wait
The May pick, I think, is really inspired from Libda there. It's just not what I would have thought of, but it's fantastic in that final checkpoint here of Neon Junction. And Geekay, I mean, you mentioned it, the comfortable SIG defense. Quartz on the Soj could complicate things if he can find some opening kills.
And go.
Reach into the face. I think Timmons is going to be taking a few more of those before the map is out.
The game's been going pretty good.
Best hit scan forward. Yubi just rounds the corner, just gets two taps there by Finn.
Yubi just turned the corner to do a TP and just fell over. It's like me playing tank right now. Oh man, that was great. Literally turns the corner and gets one shot. Yep. All right, attempt number 2 on this TP. Yeah, I was gonna say a little bit safer route. There you go.
Get through the choke as I think just the threat.
Not making any comments. Listen, this has been an efficient gameplay by all these players, and they're all giving it their all as they play some Overwatch here, Chad thinks I have this power to, like, cause the reverse sweeps, and it's not happening. I will not do it. This is a good gameplay from both of the teams who are playing at an equal level together, and I'm excited to see what happens. Nope, I did not cause it.
We talked a little bit.
What the?
I was gonna say we've seen, but
how would a Zarya or Domina into SIG play?
Those maps to kind of play that too.
In pro play, not too well for the Zarya unless you're running Vendetta. That's not a comp that Twisted Mind likes to run. Mainly because Zarya, all you do is track the bubbles and the Zarya just falls over. For the side of Domina would just get kind of rolled most of the time because of, again, the TP strategies, being aggressive. She's very much like a standstill tank, and she's a tank that has to play even slower than Sigma. So she would probably struggle with that. She's still a good ranked hero in my opinion, but in pro play, they'll take advantage of that. Anyway, we're back here, obviously, after that pause.
want to bring a different look.
No,
into
the
this
pause
push.
is
DK
they
put
pause
up
the game.
nothing so
They're
far
allowed
on
to
this
pause it
defense.
because they use custom lobbies. Yep.
No ultimates to speak of here for the attackers
They pause
either.
because of
Ramshield,
custom
though, finds a
lobbies.
little bit of a decent poke
Yeah.
trade and a
Did
nice
everybody?
fight.
Do pauses happen a lot in the
Let's get
COD
on this
in a COD stream?
Come contest that.
I haven't been paying attention to much of the other esports nowadays. Not that I don't like them. I mean, it's fun to tune in on some games sometimes. Quartz with a huge pick on the lab. That's exactly the start that Twisted Minds needed here. Good. I was gonna say, if you can get a good AoE in there with the soldier, that's gonna kind of complicate some of the things here. And you are seeing a lot of damage come in, but look at Zayed over there doing a lot of damage going in the front. There is a wall up there. Zayed again showing you why. You know, the Sigma comp has been working a ton here. So, wow, what a play.
They're gonna come back on the Bastion.
Yep.
I love this pick from him. Put a lot more damage pressure. We saw even.
Well, yeah, I don't think that part of Domino would change. I think she's just gonna be a very good.
Yeah, obviously the Ramatra when he gets in
Like,
Nemesis form, starts
ranked
to block,
hero
feels like can just kinda
that can be countered, but like is also solid. But in pro play, may not. Oh, I love this aggressive beat here. I would not even call that. What a great play. So basically, catch him off guard right now. Quartz is gonna kill on a Kellock Stone. That's gonna kind of slow things down right now. Watch as they go to Ramatra. They did go to Ramatra, by the way, to the person who wanted Ramatra earlier. So there you go. You can see how that kind of effectively works here. You did ask about that. So pointing that out. Double kills are a nice shot by Alpha onto Funny Astro, though. It's going to be a 3v3 coming up. And it looks like, yeah, Geekay has managed to flip the map and take this team fight. They just took a TP right into a Bastion. That was not ideal. Minute 25 left on the clock. Neon Junction looking a bit rough here for the side of Twisted Minds. Constellation, though, they do have Sim Wall coming up, so look for a Sim Wall. As well as some other plays here like Ramatra and things like that. So looking to see where this kind of plays out and goes, but it could be good. Might not be. We'll see how it plays.
This awesome has Geekay
Yeah, we will see.
here. On defense, another swap here for Twisted Minds. They're going to be playing Juno here instead of Lucio. It's going to be Kitsune Rush used here by Geekay. It's going to be Yubi using that symbol, split them off. Yeah,
There you go.
They're just dominating right now.
Oh, the punch cleave
TVNT with a huge pick.
Yubi with the sim wall
It does open the door here because they're gonna. Yeah, I actually think this might be a team fight for Twisted Minds. No, the sim wall, double sim wall, not gonna happen because they used it prior. But yeah, TVNT gets the kill. I just saw the Kitsune and I'm like, there's just no way they don't win this. They get a kill here. Lab picks up a kill onto Yubi, but they won't be able to get back in time. So Twisted Minds does cap. Obviously, I think second point is 2.5 minutes, so they're gonna have a little bit under 3 minutes to get through here. The time bank is, not really going there.
Also could be a struggle, although DK did drain their
So
banks,
why
trying to
wouldn't
make that
go Ram Rush Ryan? You're watching muted.
It's doable, right? I mean, I think you just kind of need to cruise through the second part of the map. You're looking at like can Quartz like
because they're gonna TP and they're gonna get first move on Ramatra. So when you get the first move on Ramatra, that's the problem.
But then, like,
In the Ryan situation, so.
You have Orbital Ray.
Yeah.
That's like, one of the strongest ults for Ramatra.
Okay, Lab gets a couple of kills, and that's it.
With a nade that takes out 2, Lab with another one. Nothing you can do.
Those thunderstorms, yeah. I've been like surprisingly not getting the thunderstorms. Like a lot of the time. Wait.
Okay, we're right back into the mix, guys.
Wow. Okay. Jumps. Okay. Wow.
Oh my.
We're back. Chat. We're back. It's gameplay again. 30 seconds later, pause. All right, here we go. Gameplay. It's here. Look at it right here.
Simple back in. Sounds like just gonna even got a fresh install, so everything all clean, ready to go. Twisted Minds in a bad spot here, though, Jake. Right below 2 minutes to go.
I mean, I don't know how that works, PG. Maybe someone in the chat can tell you how it works with like that kind of like when you plug it in and play there. I mean, it might be a bit of a struggle at first, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm sorry. I wish I could be more.
Tried to be competitive, wasn't quite ready for it.
I don't know, did anybody in chat like plug their mouse and keyboard in to like play like the PC lobbies? How that feels? Some of the chat says they can't get a game of PC right now. I'm like, curious. I have never done it, so I don't know how it feels.
Opportunity to really be aggressive on these corners, and I mean, there's just no.
Maybe someone in chat's done that before.
So many chances to close this one out. I mean, a draw.
All right, here we go. Twisted Mind's gonna try to grind back into this. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, considering also all the amount of time.
Feels the same for you, so you do that, Yoshi?
A lot of ultimates, something dangerously low. It'll be
here's what I say.
Nice TP out.
Try it, see how you feel, and if you don't like it as much, then that's it. Right?
Doing a great job with Kellock.
You said you know someone who does that to play stacks with you. You don't know though. I got you. Yeah, I mean maybe it's just I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Obviously your FPS will be a little bit limited, but like I mean, maybe you'll still be able to do that. I mean, why not? Just give it a try if you have like mouse and keyboard. See how it feel. Play a few quick play games or mystery heroes or something of that sort, and see how you feel with it. And if it doesn't work, then I don't know. I feel like. I don't know where to go with this match because I feel like Geekay is dominating. Twisted Minds is definitely running out of time. So
Twisted Minds just don't see the
Did he
chance
perform
to
as
get
well
it
as I can
off.
say?
They
Oh, there you
get
go, man.
overwhelmed now, and Kellis can
So
kinda
yeah,
work his
I don't
way
really know
towards
where to
the
go with
next
this one,
speed. He kinda
unfortunately.
even throw a fight
we'll see.
away, and this
It
isn't even
warm
a
down
free
here. I
one
wonder
now
if
for
he's-
TM.
No. I mean, you'll have a rush mirror, right? Sim wall for both teams. Quartz with the
big find.
OC.
DVNT gets the kill. There you go. 10 seconds left here. They are going to Kitsune this. I'm more concerned about the time on this map. I mean, if they could draw this map, that'd be great, right? Yeah, the Rhine band definitely, like, you know, this comp definitely plays more in favor of Geekay and what they're trying to run. That's for sure. So,
Ooh, he gets an angle on the side, but Ziad ready to mark it, almost able to turn it around for a kill on Quartz. Happy to get away with his life. Here comes Simple, keeping the pressure with the rush. Artillery shells right on top of Lambda. What an
no, great. Overwatch actually set something up for that. And then, yeah, Geekay wins that. Sorry, chat. I was getting lost some momentum there with the pauses. So, Geekay comes back into it, and Twisted Minds, you know, are they thinking, hey, maybe, you know, not again? I don't know. We'll find out. I know, 2 kills on a Bastion ultimate. Wow. Might have to pause the next one, too.
Geekay gets not really seen him play much at all. So
he wasn't good against VP though. He was very.
Here we
solid,
go.
Right. So
they've
been tested in this
Twisted
competition.
Minds running the Sigma comp. So, yeah, this is interesting. They are going to be running the Pharah to go with it and a Jetpack Gap Bastion, so a pretty decent starting comp against what Geekay's running, I will say. So there we go. He said I suck. That's okay.
He's going to commit to this Pharah, or if we're going
I try my best.
Spawn and swap.
Here we go. Going in here with the play.
I actually don't mind the Pharah here. It's a lot of free space to poke. Bastion is going to be more worried about dealing with your Cap Bastion than he really has time to poke up into the sky. They're going to yield the high ground control, but this is almost always the setup that you were going to go for regardless. Twisted Minds not seeing the window to get aggressive. Lambda does take some early poke, but he's playing confident. He's playing out in the open, ready to take an aggressive trade.
All right, let's see. Sigma versus Sigma. Lambda with the huge pick right away. That's exactly what, you know, the side of Geekay needs.
Stabilizes Lambda, looks up, marks the form trade, and there's no chance for Quartz to get in.
Why is there no Xion pick? Xion gets play. Yeah.
It's like you really
Let's go.
You're hoping for Lambda to make some kind of a mistake here, but none are forthcoming. Steady hands.
Yeah, I mean, or you're trying to get like a...
Sounds good. I'll get right on that. I got you. All right, Sigma versus Sigma here. Kitsune coming in. What else do we have here? Nothing else really there.
And kind of work him down as Quartz now.
Cat has great angles here, though. I mean, this is
sick.
Let's go.
Pretty nasty. He's trying to bait that form out trade.
Here it is. Yubi going in with a pick. Lambda gets to kill into Quartz. It's going to be kind of an even team fight. Yubi's going in as quickly as possible. Can we get some blankets for Anonymous with the 20 gifted? Thank you so much, Anonymous. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
Does take away that frontliner. They can find some late kills on these late spawners, but actually I don't think they can, so they'll be working without the tank. There's a little bit of a power play.
Thanks for the love. That's very kind of you, Anonymous. Let's go.
Even gonna get taxied. Oh, no, it's actually
Heck
Quartz
yeah.
taxied off the
Y'all have
spot,
been very
so
kind to me. Thank you so much.
You do get through the choke recently as the attackers here, but Geekay are still here.
Looks like a lot of ultimates coming in here for the side of Geekay, and like the thing is that they have an ultimate to be able to deal with this, but they have to kind of watch out for the Pharah ult. I know they have Mizuki ult, but this flank play could be the play. So it kind of works okay. It's not like perfect by any means. And Quartz does get a kill on the lab, so that was huge. So, let's go. Yeah, I love the Blankies emote. Let's go, chat. Or if you don't have the Blankies emote, we have the gift emote too. It's like the follower emote.
From Funny Astro and Co. Leaves him behind. And
all right, you see how things are going here. Autumn, thanks for the prime stuff. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Really see them fighting without Bastion.
There you go.
This feels brutal for Twisted Minds, man. I mean, obviously you had to go to one of these escort maps, but you know, kind of seeing this comp does not inspire confidence at the moment. Now everybody's on the flank here.
Let's go.
Yubi's looking for the outside. If he could just get a barrage on one, take out maybe one of the supports, maybe the Bastion, if you can dare to dream it. The poke is good enough to force a form out, but the flux coming in.
Yep, yeah, Brock misses.
Goes a little wide. Fancy footwork from him, but with
going for a kill here, not bad. Kelix does get a kill there. I mean, Geekay.
To show here for Twisted Minds. I mean, it gets some good pressure for one.
All right, Kitsune. You want
to
rename your account to that? That'd be kind of cool.
Just doesn't have the resource to take those trades.
Yeah, y'all are very, very kind. Thank you. Kitsune. I mean, Twisted Minds has ultimates coming up here. It's kind of a weird team fight situation. Bastion ultimate, Kitsune coming in. We'll see how it goes.
Just says, okay, let's just run him down, right? And they just run him down with the Mizuki. They chain TVNT. Nothing you can do at that point.
this corner is so devastating. And
Gonna
Sim
coming in
is, like,
soon.
got this little room, just as the fortress here. Rush comes in, a chain onto TVNT, struggling to back.
Farrah, there's the ultimate. That's the one I was talking about earlier where the Farrah comes behind with a surprise, but it seems like they're still kind of sustained in the team fight. Obviously, they kind of pushed in, which was the correct play. I'm looking at the ultimates now. If Quartz can't pick up a kill with that, and they can find the Bastion in the backline, this could go in the way of... I can't really call this. It's tough. Because, like, they're like, kind of all over the place, both teams. Like, it's just... I think they're going to reset. So, here we go. Let's go.
Lazo, though, had to come up on the Tracer, so he needs to find kills, or else this Cat Bastion are going to start to run rampant here.
Looking back and forth.
Held the line well so far. UB finds one. TVNT just barely staying alive. I can't believe it. He's lived this long. And actually,
there it is.
He's going to make it to the fight.
Okay, what am I missing here? All right, I'm just going to, like, step in here. I'm just going to say this much. Here's where I'm at. It's not worth it. All right, don't. It just trust. It's just
somehow they're able to break it this far. I think a little bit of it is kind of the way you said though, right?
Think about the stuff like we're arguing over right now.
Not having that bastion damage, it's really what's allowed them to kind of just hold on defense.
Let's be good here, right?
So TM in the final moments.
Again, I obviously missed some stuff, so I'm just trying to like kind of have that go past. You know, everybody's chilling. You know, we'll be fine.
I mean, this is why they picked Dorado. There's so many crazy angles for Cat Bastion. If it doesn't work here, I don't know where it can work. Works with that tank shell perk, putting a lot
Bastion
of
going in the air.
Down, peeking over the top, does just overwhelm Finn. Great little moves from Funny Astro, and Quartz with the aim to follow it up. He's going to clean house here, losing 2 players. The cart continues to roll, and Alfie cuts his losses. TP's out. Good rip from him, but even a better find from Quartz is they have full control of the map right now.
It's funny.
Twisted Minds does cap there, which was huge. That was a good play.
Has all the makings to be a pretty
best tank to solo climb with? I probably want your best stat. I know that's kind of like not the answer you're looking for, but like I don't like if you. You know, obviously you can't go wrong with a Sigma or Rhina, you know, the Zarya, things like that. You know, that's pretty straightforward. But Gabby, thanks for the prime stuff. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for the 3 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. Rock's coming in.
Necessary, I think, to save him here. Rush comes out though. Maga so happy to fight on top of it, but the Sim
a lot of damage happening. Wait, maybe a Yup Rock going up. There it is. Nice, not bad. Yubi gets to kill. Quartz is going to trade out, so we have Bastion both going down there. So yep. Yeah.
As the Sim walks fire, it's trouble for him to stay alive and stay in the fight. Sanctuary comes out from Kelix. He's been farming those up post haste.
Kelix gets a huge stop there, and Twisted Minds gets slowed down a bit here. So while Twisted Minds makes that, so
Twisted Minds are going to have. I mean, cage fight, they're only old, but hard to see how you use it in this matchup.
So they get Yubi on the exit too. I mean, cage, right? You know, if you hit the barrage, maybe you're kind of thinking about that, right? No sanctuary on the other side. I guess like Bastion in terms of like, you know, with the perk that Quartz is taking with like those kind of artillery shells.
Sigma all coming in.
Come down a lot of splash damage in that, you know, area.
I mean, I'm going to look at the win condition here. If they can get TVNT in a good spot with this ultimate, this would be a really good win condition. The problem is when Quartz goes this spam one, you're going to get a lot of damage from the outside. And that's what I'm saying. Like this Sigma ultimate ends up being good. And that's what I was concerned about. Like where would the Malga ult be? And what a great combo by Lab. Things are going really well there.
Play there.
Not bad.
From Geekay is that might be it. I mean,
I got you. You're talking about the regular ones? They usually do beginning of the season, mid-season, and drives. So to give you an idea, the next set of like regular Overwatch drops would be July 14th, and then also they couldn't touch the point there anyway. So good hold by Geekay. Let's see if Twisted Minds can hold better. With it, yeah, it's beginning of the season, mid-season, which is July 14th, and then right when drives is, I don't know what the date of that is. Drives, they do competitive points. That's your 3-drop rotation, right? For like regular stuff, not talking about OWCS. I know Bastion Ultimate's getting kills. I don't know how to feel about this. Like this Ultimate is not supposed to get a limbs ever, okay?
It's just devastating. It's
very confusing to me, chat. You know?
Boom, boom, boom. You know, like everything. And
yeah, there's nothing you can do. Yeah, you're already
not
so
a hero
low.
in the game that survives that. I mean, just it's not happening.
I mean, because it's Yup Rock. That's why you got to say Yup Rock. If it's Yup Rock, it's Yup Rock. You know, I don't make the rules.
For
right?
Geekay. TM, so is there anything that would lead you to believe that TM maybe this comp on defense would be a little bit better?
Darkest, thanks for the prime sub. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Easier on defense, in fairness. Because,
what was the first map they played?
Well, actually, in some ways it's easier, in some ways it's harder. You know, the attackers are going to be a little more exposed.
You know, they do very good with escort type maps.
The other problem is that TVNT has to hold the payload, and that's the real issue.
You're gonna get some litter and cat food. Good luck, kitty cat.
The Bastion isn't dying. but
Good litter.
it's TVNT who's getting overwhelmed. Like Alpha E Sim is
Yeah, I
the
think we
difference
just
between
re-upped
who's
on
the
it
spar to
recently.
try and
We have
create
to always
more
get,
space,
we have to get like
play
the
strengths,
no scent one.
But the
That's what
Sim
we
is just
get.
cooking your
Sully's very
If you don't get
particular.
kills, you're on a clock.
Which I don't think the scent one's like
That's a terrible
even the
feeling.
best one anyway.
I
So
think especially on
we usually
Esport
get
when
the
card's
no
being
scent
threatened.
one.
Alfie looking for a cheeky little Widow opener. Just
Classic, go for a kill, doesn't
goes for the
find anything.
chances,
Okay.
but yeah,
Twisted
it's
Minds
a,
does have the
OT chair
capability of
for
doing
the
this,
attackers,
right?
Geekay. This has worked for them.
Like it's very
Every
capable.
time they played this matchup into TM,
Um,
and the far, I think
it's just,
they feel a
can
lot
they-
worse on defense, actually.
They have to,
really
like, they
don't
can.
have much
I
time
don't
to
think they
work
can
with,
get
and
rolled right
the
away.
card's just being
I
forced.
just
No
don't
one's
think
able
that they're going to be able to
change
shift
that.
into a comp on
Spam
second
comes
point
in, you break the TP, but
defense
no one is able
that
to
would
open
kind
up
of like
the
benefit
defense. They're
them.
scared for
Like I
good
said, they're not
reason.
just they're not like a
Force does swing
super
wide on the angle.
strong
You see how ready
Sigma
Geekay is. Step
team.
inside of the room.
They, you know, like it's not that
Comfortable.
it's not that like TVNT is TVNT is good at Sigma. It's more like it's just Zayad's really good at Sigma, and on top of that is like just kind of, oh wow, Lavin gets a kill in the courts right away. That's going to be kind of an opener right now. It's just more experience like playing with this type of comp. There you go. A lot of damage going in though. It's not quite over yet here. Zayad is trying to get the kill. TVNT makes a huge play right there. So hey, like, you know, look at that. See? See what I mean? Popping off. They are trying to push the cart. Obviously, the Kiriko will go down there, and a good job there. You know, TVNT hitting the shots, popping off.
I can't believe they brought that one back with a cap bash and a
Well, if I ever did a video like that, I wouldn't say. You know, I gotta, you know, I'd have to be randomly
CC
timed.
on. I mean,
So,
the
yep.
start of that, I mean, he has just made so many sick plays.
We
throughout
will
the
see.
series, able just to get the accretion there.
And now
on the
sleep
court,
has
and
been
then
a thing that
you're
might
able to deal
exist
them.
sometimes.
This is a
Have
huge
I got the most
opportunity
sleep?
here for
No.
Geekay. No, you have
But I'll
your
get sleep.
Kitsune
Don't
rush,
worry.
but it's
You
gonna
know,
be
these are rare
on the other
days.
side.
These like,
TNT
you know, 2 a.m. ones to whatever time I go to days. So I can do them for a weekend, you know, a month or so. You know, maybe at the end of the month I'll be doing that with OWCS, the major. But like overall, I don't know. I just like doing it. It's fun.
Here it comes.
All right, ult's going in. Louder gets a huge pick on a Yubi. That's going to be good here. A lot of ults coming in right now. A bunch of damage. And it looks like Geekay is going to be able to get back here. I don't even think they can really pop their Kitsune. They're going to have to save it for a second. I think this might just be a team fight win here. I'm trying to see if there's any other ultimates that would kind of stop this. No. They're just going to get the point. 4.5 minutes to cap a little bit around the bridge area of second. That's going to be a tough hold for Twisted Minds. I mean, they might have to go that Mauga comp again and just try to play really close in their spawn. I think that's going to be the only like way they can get around this. You go like Sim Mauga and just try to like hold close. I imagine that's what they're going to do if they can somehow hold this or have to retake. It's just the problem is like there's just the time bank. They are going to drop down. I mean, this is necessary. Quartz is going to look for a kill. Does almost find a kill on a Sim. Unfortunately, isn't able to find it. Here we go.
Yeah, Sanctuary just too powerfully defensive. Even with the rush on the field, it's actually Geekay who keep on pushing forward. Quartz finds himself on a
Oh,
nasty
absolutely,
wall
Harry.
angle.
Absolutely.
Support's trying to just
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
Alfie up and into the fight. Quartz working well, even without.
Funny Astro with a huge pick. That's exactly the start they need. Go and get this in there, but they get the kill onto TVNT. It's now a 4v4. Quartz is going to try to go over here, but Labda gets a couple of kills in the meantime. Not able to really get anything going. Is going to be Finn getting some heals up there. Labda is surviving for now. Is able to kind of navigate the map a little bit more. The Jetpack Cat and Bastion can kind of navigate to the high ground and go there. How many times can I say navigate? Good for me. I'm really good at words. Kitsune coming in right now from the side of Geekay. This is going to be the Simwall to go with it. They feel like they can win here, but Quartz gets a huge pick on the ladder. That's kind of one of their main DPS parts here. Yubi gets a kill on the Finn. You know, this actually is looking like the possibility, and it is. It is a possibility, and I think, unless I can't tell... Yeah, they're going to get the kill. So, Twisted Minds holds on for now. It's not over yet, but it's there. It's there.
It does feel. I mean, like if Bastion, if you don't find that,
It's going to be a long hold, chat. It's going to be a long hold. Lock in. Lock in.
Well, I mean, yeah, now you're on TVNT continuing to play the ball, I guess, close to minefield.
How do you deal with Sanctuary?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, ball also really difficult to play into.
If they're going to hold her, that
It's
is.
going to be the artillery here.
Quartz gets a kill with the ult. Yubi gets a kill there. What's up with Bastion ults getting kills? 2:30 on the clock. Twisted Minds starting to roll around the map. Plenty of time still, but eventually, like the plenty of time starts running out of time with that one with the 2:30 on the clock. So we'll kind of see how this goes. TVNT gets the follow-up kill down. They're being really aggressive. Wrecking Ball being played. Things are starting to look a little bit better. It's not necessarily easy here. They're going to have to win a lot of win a lot here. There are going to be paths on the left side here. I think they're doing this to kind of like stay away from them and then eventually TP to a spot. I'm not entirely sure the best TP spots here. Probably high ground, I'm assuming. Probably high ground top right really quickly. Like get up on the high ground above. No, underneath of the card. Okay. Yeah. I was going to, So I was gonna say, if you're running the rocket, it's really tough there. So I get the idea, but like they just wasted their ultimates. I mean, are we gonna get? That was something. The Cat Bastion, that is a meta strat. I mean, technically what you could do right now with Twisted Minds is kind of like their next engagement, you can just mine it, right? You can just, oh no, Yubi gets to go into Alpha, a lot of spam. It's like an air comp right now. You see what I mean? It's just like Cat Bastion and a Pharah. Like there's nobody on the ground. I mean, a minute 12, cards pushing back a little bit. This is getting crazy. They're maintaining the roof. They're looking over the top here. I mean, we're gonna see those mines coming here too. I think they're gonna use the Wrecking Ball mines soon, kind of disrupt the flow of this rotation. Alpha E swaps off, so they can definitely use the mines now because normally they can TP out of it. Now you just use the mines randomly. So we'll see. Here we go. 50 seconds left on the clock. Both teams are going back and forth.
Nice shell onto Lebda, but the support is there to keep him stable.
There it is. They're just sitting around the cart. He is using. They know this now. This is going to be an opportunity to kind of pop your mind somewhere. They're actually doing a good rotation, kind of limiting what you can do there. Nice Jeff Rock onto the Pharah, but it's not going to be enough. Chat, this team fight's being slowed down. There's 35 seconds left on the clock. Geekay is looking for any opportunity right now. They do have Kitsune on both sides. Get ready for the Kitsune to come in. There's going to be a Bastion ultimate, which has been getting value, believe it or not. Labda almost goes down. There's the Kitsune. Oh, and Yubi goes down to Labda. There's the beat. Oh, not the beat. Kitsune. I was gonna say they don't have beat. Zayed looking for a kill. They are backing up a little bit. TVNT does pop mines in the back. Nothing yet. Quartz gets a kill into Kelix. That's going to eliminate any opportunity of that. They do take the high ground again. 5 seconds on the clock. This is now officially last team fight. Quartz is over there. TVNT rolling around. Pile drive Pete over there getting a pile drive. Pulse spawn. Oh no, Alpha Yi is going to try to get it, but it's going to be enough heals. Lauda gets a kill on a Yubi though. That's going to give Geekay a little bit of a start here. Lauda gets the second one to the Quartz. And now you're going to ult the point now. Multiple ults going in. Wrecking Ball goes into the air. Wrecking Ball goes down on the ground. Yubi's just about to respawn. Wrecking Ball spinning. We got a spin in Spencer. Gets a kill on the Kelix, but that is going to be it. And Geekay again brings it to a map 5. Will it happen again? We're about to find out. I'm going to go walk around and pretend to do something when in reality I'm just walking around the house just to walk around because I've been streaming a lot. So I'll be right back. Hit the follow button if you haven't. We got ourselves a map 5. Let's go, baby.
TVNT can do. Can he keep finding the angles to make the ride work? Quartz also
I don't know. I mean, a VP's really good, actually. I would say at least. All right, here we go. Ryan comp. Yep, Juno Kiriko. Yep.
Really got to kind of consider.
Am I still awake? Oh, I'm fine.
Especially
Juno Kiriko.
Really well.
That's what I thought. They want to engage in. That's why they're challenging him here. They just really want to TP and like kind of like disrupt their gameplay loop. They are rotating around the map, and they're going to kind of TP in a second behind. They're basically forcing them to their spawn, and it seems weird they flip the map, but like the idea is that like eventually they just kind of like do this and find them a little bit off guard. There you go. Quartz gets the kill on the Kelix. A little bit of Rhine Shield being held up there. Alpha does get a kill on the Quartz, so that's going to slow down some of the early damage here. It's going to be a little bit of kind of a pushback moment. And keep in mind that a lot of the time in the middle of the map here, a lot of the map here is going to be a lot of kind of like this back and forth. If this game goes the way it could, it's going to be like very minimal movement, like on the bot, or maybe a team snowballs. But yeah, you're going to wait. You're going to wait. And now they're back. So again, a minute off the clock. This is normal. It actually used to be even worse than this at the beginning. It used to be like you would wait in the middle for 3 minutes until you get a support ultimate. Technically, that's kind of what they're doing right now, but not to like the same effect that we've seen. You know, they are being a little bit more proactive on the map. So Labda gets to go into Quartz again. Labda, when it matters here, just making these shots happen. They're now using this opportunity to all in the Reinhardt, get the Rhine kill, and it looks like Geekay will win the first team fight. So even after all that rotations around the map, you know, Geekay is able to find that. Keep in mind, first team fight, you know, they're going to be fine. They're barely going to get this bot to like 20 meters because of how quick they're going to be back to the point. Maybe like 25 meters would be the max, I'd say, depending on when they want to take this engagement. Could be even sooner than that. Looking at what they're doing, it might go further than 25 meters. Yeah, because they're going to be doing, they're waiting on their TP. They're just going to wait on TP right now. That's why they're not doing anything. TP's up. And there you go. They TP around the corner. Get really fast. Ayad does pop an ultimate. Does get a couple in it. We'll see if that can get enough. Good cleanse in the air. TVNT has a big slam coming up. There's a sim wall going out. Ultimates on both sides. Nothing is happening. It's currently a 5v5. Labda gets a huge kill on a simple. Labda gets a huge kill on a funny Astro. And any ultimates Twisted Minds had will not be used now because it would be a waste. Geekay taking control of this map right now. so far. Geekay wants revenge against VP after yesterday's like banger of a match. Things are going back and forth.
And he's getting run over ever since.
Yeah, he got Kellex really early on, but then outside of that, it has been all Lambda in terms of the hit scan battle.
Ryan looking for a play.
He dropped down, maybe eyeing a shatter there.
They do get there before the checkpoint.
Okay, the sim wall
Very
is
smart
exactly
play by
from a
Geekay. I'll
wise
explain
play
why.
from Geekay.
They
The
don't
sim
feel
wall
like
is
they
so
can just sit
powerful
there
in
and get
this matchup.
rolled, so they
No
actually get
challenge
off the
with
point
shatter,
before the
though,
checkpoint to
could be a
rotate
huge
back to the
problem.
middle to play smarter. So that was a really, really good job.
Expect this to come.
Now we see the ult. Kellex going in. TVNT with a big slam. Does get somebody in it. Is maybe going to get the Ryan or the Sigma. Kellex goes down, but Lambda again. Lambda and Finn finding the picks. You get a couple of trades here now, which, I mean, for the side of Twisted Minds will be good for them because they won't be able to really, like, you know, they basically they wouldn't be able to get much more push. There's the sim, and they do find the kill, and Twisted Minds takes that team fight. So back and forth. They're watching me play this in the Boulder Bash. Yeah, listen, hey, that was a fun tournament.
It has to come from the individual plays. I mean, it's really, I think, up to Quartz and Yubi to find something off the back of one of these TPs. Because Geekay is
it does not bother me.
away from the Reinhardt, which is not where Ryan wants to be.
Well, this is also pretty tough, right? I mean, natural high ground advantage here for Geekay. That'll be the Deadeye as you're going to walk.
All right, here we go.
Ooh, it's going to be the
High noon. They do get the lift off there, but no ultimate kill for the side of Geekay. There's the Kitsune. This is more to get some map space. What they want to do is push them back as much as they can so that way they can kind of control more of the map. They're not necessarily expecting to get kills there. Obviously, they would love to. Now they're going to be Kitsune on. They know this. That's why they're starting to back up. They want to be able to, ooh, I like this. Kind of go on the high ground. Unfortunately, they're going to be in a weird spot in this rotation if this Juno ultimate, or this Kitsune gets used. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. If they don't have the Juno ultimate. Quartz finds a kill on the Lambda, though. Zayad with a nice yup rock there onto Yubi. Reinhardt is getting extremely low, holding the shield aggressively. Get the kill on Ryan. Almost gets the kill there on the Kiriko. And Geekay, 62 meters to 41. Gets the point, staggering the Cassidy. Nice shots by Alpha there. They're going to keep pushing it. I'm not quite sure yet if they're going to be able to get the checkpoint. There's a chance because it was that close to where it was, and the bot goes much quicker. But I think, nope, they're already back. Ryan's gonna try to drop down, and they're going to Juno ultimate as soon as they can, unless a big slam happens. But Lambda has other plans. Finds, oh, wow. I mean, that pick by Lambda is like a game changer here. What a play, and is able to win that team fight cleanly. They will spawn up immediately right now. There you go, all of them, because that's the rules in push when you first get the checkpoint. The team that loses the checkpoint at the beginning, for only once, will get an instant spawn. So, Twisted Mind's going to be back in here very shortly. There's going to be, I mean, they're going to use these ultimates. Look for a rotation out the window soon. Ooh, Quartz gets the kill onto Kellex. That's huge. I thought they were going to rotate out the window. They instead went behind the other way. Huge ultimate coming in from Zayad. Going to have to use it more defensively, but does get a kill onto Quartz. You know, that's going to be huge. Obviously, we get the sim ult and this. Get ready for a big slam possibility. Zayad trying to just float into the air to prevent it. Doesn't find anything. A lot of damage. Big slam. Kind of predicts that in TVNT. You gotta admit, that was a sick shatter. Back to the middle they go. A lot of cart time there, too. They are going to be able to build up a little bit this. Not quite the checkpoint, but definitely going to get some map control. Ultimate-wise, they only have a high noon. Look for the possibility of a high noon TP play. That could be pretty sick. We'll see.
Inside that close quarters area.
All right, here we go.
So careful. I mean, this spot, though, is like a pretty nice one for the Ryan to play from, right? Just kind of like trying to bait in under the under.
Kitsune, here it comes. High noon to go with it. They're going to get Kellex for sure with that high noon. They flip the map. Uh-oh. Okay, Twisted Minds is getting the kills. They do get Funny Astro, but remember, Simple's there. Checkpoint is going to go there. Keep in mind, Geekay will also spawn up on the remaining two. They staggered right now. There you go. And then now with the checkpoint, they're going to be there. They're going to try to back away to the middle and reset. They have Simple going there, so that way Simple can TP to a target on the outside. That's why Simple's here, and then TP's out. So that was the whole point for the 3 meters. Okay. They rotate back in the middle. They're here. They're definitely going to get support ultimate, but they want that to happen. They're trying to bait the ultimate. Oh, Quartz finds a opportunity there. That's going to force the Kitsune now early. So a good job by Quartz. TVNT does go down, though. I mean, that is Kitsune. And I do think that even with after that pick, they should win this team fight, but will the trades be in the favor of Twisted Minds? And I would say that the trades getting 2 right there is going to slow things down. It's really, so the truth is with the punch perk, and at least this is my take against the Rhine in this pro play side of it. If the Rhine's on you already, that punch perk is going to really not disrupt as much as that, because they're going to be so in your face that, yeah, you can punch the Rhine away, but you ain't punching everybody else away. So the float gives you more maneuverability around the map. So that's kind of where it is. In rank, though, I don't think it's a bad idea against melee tanks. Yeah. Might keep up the sig. That's why you have to have the TP. The TP is there for that reason, and so is the speed rank. But here's the Juno ultimate from Kelix. Again, remember, Twisted Minds had to exert a lot of ults to be able to even get to this point of almost getting a lead. DK gets the kills. I mean, this is just what they got to do. They're going to reset as quick as they can. They do know that UB is trying to get out. They don't know where, though. Here we go. Finn gets a kill onto UB. Things are getting wild.
Geekay going to take a commanding lead now on the decisive map, on the verge of completing the reverse sweep here.
So, I mean, yeah, you're going to have to wait for Yubi to get up.
I mean, you're going to have to basically take damage to build out. I love this aggressive play. There's a very slight time in here where that's going to work. Obviously, you don't get the kill. But basically, the slight timing is like Twisted Minds has to save up for Juno ultimate and get ready for that. They're going to have to use that soon. They might wait for a shatter first and then go for that. There's the Juno ultimate. Has to use that because the sim wall was well timed. But Twisted Minds running out of steam a little bit. Yubi gets the kill on the Kelix. Yep, there it is. A lot of damage coming in. Labda gets the kill, but they will win this team fight. Twisted Minds it is. We have a minute left. Multiple team fights need to be won. This has to be almost perfect ult economy from Twisted Minds to get back into this. Quartz standing there, just looking at a wall. Recognizes the wall is a wall. All right.
Fortunate for them, they do have the rush.
Jwoo is very good, but I think it's more about like just being able because they have a caller now. Yubi does a lot of calls, and that's why. So yep.
Cheeky play that they usually set up like a dead
we will see.
Like TP, maybe get a really cheap fight win. That would be massive for them.
Big Deadeye channel.
Here comes the Kitsune on both sides. The high noon doesn't get anybody. Quartz is kind of all in at this point. TVNT uses that opportunity and distraction though to pick up the kills. Gets a pin onto the Sigma. They get the kill. All right, chat, we are down to last team fight. 0 ultimates on the board. Maybe 2 team fights if they get back quick enough. But I think once they start pushing this, it's going to get a little bit there. Maybe 2 team fights, maybe 2. It may not be 1. But one thing's for sure, Twisted Minds cannot lose this team fight. Here we go. Down to the wire. Apparently, Geekay loves this. Down to the wire. Both teams playing lights out. Yeah, they're going to play for last team fight here. Here we go. It's time. Overtime spawn has started. Quartz with the flank on Xion. Wait a second. Quartz gets Kelix. What a surprise flank here. But Finn gets Quartz. Zayad goes down to Yubi. It's Labda has to back away. They're calling for a back out. They're calling for a back out. They say back away, back away, back away. But look at the left-hand side. If they isolate them out here, but it's so scary on both sides. There's the sim wall. Now they're going to start doing a bunch of damage. The Jetpack Cat's going to be able to go back and forth, so they don't have to worry about anybody tapping. Zayad drops down, goes down to Labda. Labda gets a kill right there. They have the double sim wall coming out right now. Here comes the Wrecking Ball onto the point. But it's just back and forth. Funny Astro has ult coming up in 4%. If he gets that, that's going to be huge here for the side of Twisted Minds. But Finn is also right around the corner. Yubi's getting low. Might fall over. Labda gets a kill onto Yubi. There's going to be some ults going here. Labda flakes around, gets 2, gets 3, and Geekay does it again. A reverse sweep against Twisted Minds to bring back the rematch that we saw yesterday in one of the best series we've seen. Up next, VP versus Geekay. To battle it out again, but with an extra couple of maps, because it is a 1st to 4 instead of 1st to 3. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go grab a water, walk around for a couple of minutes, and I'll see y'all for the grand finals of the EMEA. Hit the follow button if you haven't. Appreciate y'all. See you in a couple minutes.
Let me tell you,
I feel you on that one, Super Frostwolf, but I think more of what I'm going to say is, like, if somebody's, like, getting angry over that, and, like, it's more along the lines of, like, that seems like it's a kind of a them problem at that point. So that's why I'm usually like, well, I mean, I'm, I'm just going to, like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, right?
Really compare it to scrims, especially when these matches
are playing tank. Yeah, tank's fun. Tank's fun. I like tank.
Today.
Obviously, it has its ups and downs. All right, chat, here we go. It's time. Let me just double check on
for Geekay. If it's true that the slow start is their issue, well, they're
Grand Finals, EMEA, starting now.
Things up on Ilios well.
Yeah, no, they'll end up playing Tracer Xion with a Diva here in the mix for Geekay, so completely different from what we've seen from them in previous series. It'll actually be VP who's playing Sigma. In this one is Kellex.
I was gonna say this.
Looks like
this is a brutal matchup.
They're gonna go back to the spawn. Yeah, they're gonna make some changes here. They'll give up point control most likely.
Yeah,
but
that hurts.
Headset cord was stuck, and I knew that if I did that, I'm ripping my headset off or something. Okay,
the Sigma comp is not equipped.
We're good.
Retouching and. Yeah,
it's time. Obviously, we're going to see the Sigma. Pretty much a mirror comp. It is a mirror comp. They just said, hey, we're going to copy your comp. Here we go. VP obviously gets a little bit of point control right now. Just with a little bit of the swaps happening. That's just how it goes. I have no idea what you just typed, but okay. Sounds good. In England today and Norway. Good luck to, like I said, good luck to all the all y'all's teams. Obviously, I hope everybody's team wins. Obviously, that won't happen, but good luck. Landing with a huge pick.
Stagger kills.
The damage output is crazy. Yeah,
so far, VP playing with a very aggressive approach right now. Taking the map control. Obviously, they got a good start because of the comp swap. No ultimates yet. A little bit close to a Sigma ultimate on the side of Icy Gnome. Icy Gnome's been playing really well in these series, so curious to see how it goes. They're going to be TPing left side, or maybe they might TP over to where they're at. They might try to engage them. I'm not entirely sure how you TP this map, so we'll just have to see what happens. A lot of damage coming in. There's a TP. Yeah, they do TP across. So it's basically set up that way and make the play. Cleanse goes out. Icy Gnome actually recognized this. The cleanse goes out, but guess what? There is this going to be play happening. A lot of damage going in. Kellex has ultimate too now. VP's going to have to play a little bit slow. Psycho's getting a little bit low in the back line here. I'm watching for the HP. Landon pops the Kitsune back. Fix is going to pop this ultimate momentarily in the middle if need be. If they feel like they've already won this team fight, that's what will happen. Obviously, there's a possibility of a Lab to high noon, etc. But a really good job here by VP to kind of slow down that push. It was looking rough on their HP. Lab is ulting. Get ready for the possibility of this ult here. Oh God, Kevster with a flank. What a Hinda on that flank. Zayad's getting low. Helix is taking a lot of damage. They don't have a Kiriko there, so this is where VP is going to try to play as aggressive as they can because they don't have a lot of heals. Sigma's been caught out. A good decision by Icy Gnome not to chase the Sigma. Gets the sim. Gonna find the Mizuki. They know there's a Sigma behind somewhere. They're gonna look for the Sigma. Jetpack Cat's there. There's a chance they can take this map right here. Jetpack Cat gets the Sigma out of there. Good play by Finn. Finn will tap the point next, so they're going to be able to tap. We'll see if they can get back in time. Simwall will be coming out very shortly. Landon with a pick onto Finn. Simwall will come out the moment like the other Simwall is, unless they feel like they need to use it. There they go. And then they get the ult there. VP takes the first round.
You don't got to be a pro gamer to tell me that this one is not looking good for Geekay. I will say, though, I don't want to overwrite the impact of this round. On the well of all maps, to go back to spawn and swap into a poke mirror is, I mean, it's a night. I honestly think that's...
They get bans in OWCS, they get one singular ban. If you look up top next to their names, to the right of Geekay or to the left of VP, those are the heroes currently banned. It's also like, it works in the same way that, like, if that hero's banned, that hero cannot be played by either team. No, honestly, Vern, this is kind of how it started. This is kind of how it started for Geekay against Twisted Minds. And I mean, Twisted Minds took a 2-0 lead in dominant fashion, and then they lost. So Geekay just like, it's more about how they play and how they rotate. They take some time, but it can be really good. So we'll see. Yep.
But they need to bring it back here on round 2, or else Virtus.Pro are just going to start to pick up steam.
Yeah, and we'll see. It'll be Geekay actually coming out with the Sojourn instead of the Cassidy, and that's going to be our only difference with the comps going into this round. So
yeah, this is first to 4 though. So
nice,
this is first to 4.
Stance here on the outside,
right?
Near that mega health pack with Psycho is then they'll start to kind of like poke down through this choke and work.
Oh, in the majors, majors is where you really got to lock in. The first couple of days, first 2, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Always significant, but Cassidy.
Yep, the first couple of days or first day is or something like that to kind of keep up with that. But didn't the tourney end yesterday? No, yesterday was like the setup for this day. All right. Labdad does have a good spot here. Might get the kill on Icy Gnome. I don't think Icy Gnome realizes this off angle is happening, but Kevster gets the kill during that. Is able to find another kill possibly here. Kevster hitting the shots. That is a good job here. And again, VP with a dominant first team fight here. This time they were there. The reason why, truthfully, the reason why it doesn't say map 7 up there is because they don't have. I don't think they have a graphic for it. I'll be honest with you. Or they haven't found one that looks good, so they just keep map 5. Or maybe they like move it over like as they go forward, like maybe they can like move the map away. Like map 1 can be moved away, and then map 2 can be. You know what I'm saying? Like so they might have a different graphic for it. They kind of keep it looking nice. You know, I'm just assuming. VP again, clean team fight here. Nothing really to call there. Just some early picks. Good job. They're gonna try to clean up these kills per usual. Isonom should hopefully not go down as Zayed here. Does not. Things slow down, and VP pushes them back quite a bit. Good start again for VP on this map. We'll see how things play out.
He's so aggro on this map.
Yep.
I mean, he can be like poking you the entire walk up. And with Flux now in play, this is getting very scary for Geekay. It's
You think we'll score to the right when
where
needed? That's what I figured. Yeah. So Sigma ult goes up. They don't get a kill obviously, but they do put a lot of damage. Lab defines Kevster. What an actual kill there, because that was going to be pretty rough if that went the other way. Fix is going to be popping ultimate here too if need be. Keep in mind it's like they will not be afraid to exert these ultimates. There it is, because they feel like they have a team fight win. At the very least, they can get a team fight trade, which means that like you can lose, but you get all the ultimates reset. In I feel like VP feels pretty confident in the neutral right now. Neutral being no ultimates, so like they're okay with this. They might give him the point. There's like they might just go for map control. That is again, a lot of teams are getting better at this of recognizing like it's not worth 8% if you can win the team fight. Obviously, they're not going to win this team fight, at least I don't think. But like it's kind of more the idea of that lab to popping off, and there you go. Geekay finally wins the team fight. So there we go. Yep. Yeah, I could tell everything was going on then for sure, especially when there was everything in the game, especially when everything was in the game there. Oh, I was right there with you. Don't you worry.
Everything into that.
Don't you worry.
Yeah, the ultimates from 10 to 0 here. Luckily,
that's why when people go, "What happened there?" I go, "Yes." That's all I got for you. Just yes.
Right? Still though, 70 to the next one, right? He's kind of charging forward, and this ult could really open things up. Finn has
both teams.
To hold that cleanse. There's a lot of incoming poke pressure though. It won't be easy to keep that key.
Looking for opportunity here during the neutral. They are taking a little bit of early damage. Obviously, like during this, the off angles get a little bit more shut down because like it's more established on the point. So like, but Landon gets a kill on the ladder. Ladder kind of got stuck right there. TP's getting a little bit low on damage. They're gonna back away. They recognize that like they can't really do much here except get out. It's a good reset. Point does flip. I think that VP's going to play aggro now. They're going to try to control the front of the map here, and they're going to use a Sigma ultimate in very momentarily. Yep, there it is. There's a Sigma ult. They do get somebody in the air. Kevster with a high noon. Doesn't get the kill, but he has a huge Hinda. Zayed goes down. A lot of people on the point right now. They're going to try to win this. I see no with a Yup Rock there. Obviously, Sim in front. Again, not trying to eat the Sim damage there with the eat. Just trying to, eat any of the other damage going on in the game. So that's what you see there. Alpha E does get a kill on the Kevster, though. So that could be a good kill here. Telix is running away. Fixa gets the kill. Psycho gets the kill there. And VP will take map 1.
Virtus.Pro.
Pretty clean map for VP.
Questions have to be asked now. We've seen it.
They banned Lifeweaver.
Well, and somebody like Kevster piloting it is amazing.
And
then now
yeah, I got nothing on that one.
Makes those plays like Fix is looking for his own angles, and it starts.
Maybe there's a strategy they know or something, or I have no clue. I just have no idea. So we'll find out. Either way, it's time. Man, it's what I will say is it's funny they went to this map again. I wonder how the results will be this time. So we'll see. Yep.
There's so many ways to block and eat it. But man, when those teleporters get flying, it's just so much chaos in the fights. It is hard to keep track of the Cassidy.
Well, it does feel like it actually forces the other team to use a lot of their cooldowns, right? Like, you're looking at the shield, the grasp, TP, Suzu, anything.
It's time.
Avoid that Deadeye. It'll be Labda now who matches the Cassidy here of Kev. So I know we're talking a lot about that Sojourn versus Cassidy.
Here we go.
In map number 1.
Yeah, it's on a protection ban. On a protection ban. I just think they maybe just didn't want to ban any heroes since they know they're just going to mirror anyway. You remember that VP and Geekay kind of mirror. They talked about this, like they have very similar comps. So basically, it's just like, well, nothing we ban is going to change what we're playing. So that's probably just like they just banned a hero just to ban a hero. Zayed with a huge pick on a Kevster. Kevster almost made a play there, but again, a decent start here for Geekay. But there is a lot of low HP targets on the side of Geekay, so something to watch out for here. Icy Gnome does get a kill into Alpha. They trade here in a second. This could be interesting, but Alpha hits a nice shot on Landon again. And there you go. Geekay saying, hey, this is maybe our map. I mean, obviously only a minute off the clock and not many meters to be had, but still, it's a pretty nice
adjustment though, right? Because what we saw there was like Kev waiting for Fixa to have Mizuki TP up, and then once he's got it up and he's active, they both kind of swing, right? And then once the Mizuki has to,
let's see what happens.
That's when Kev would start to back up. He hadn't really been challenged at all in that type of scenario, and then that time I think he was maybe caught a little bit off guard. That Labda actually just kind of back around that corner.
Kitsune from This is going to force Icy Gnome to have to use an ultimate if the Kitsune goes out early. They're not going to use it yet, so now they have a double Kitsune. We're going to get 2 Kitsunes coming out here. Get ready for Geekay to also have the... Geekay has good ultimates here, so, like, it's going to have to be, like, an aggressive approach here. Obviously, Labda has a high noon. Could drop down and get a kill with it. We'll see. Doesn't find anybody there. Good TP idea, though. Alpha U with a kill on the Kevster, and this is looking like a good ultimate from Zayad. That is really good, but the Rock comes in. Thankfully, the ult still hit Landon, and then that... Okay. Geekay starting off really good. Starting off really good.
Sigma plays so well from a lead.
If I was in the position where I do my own thing,
Yeah, I mean,
what if I was like, if I had like to wait in the match, I usually would just listen to loud music and chill. Like I didn't want to like hit any buttons. I wanted to like just zone and like that's what I would usually do. Put on some nice music and just vibe.
Let him just kind of farm down some damage. It allows him to get that checkpoint. TP all the way through. They actually deal with Kevster right away.
They take a huge amount of poke from the Hyper Spear.
I mean, Geekay is starting off extremely strong right now. Like this is quite the push. They will spawn up immediately right now. Just do the. Oh, next no. The last 2 picks did not get the spawn. So, I mean, Geekay is going to be. This is a good start. This is a really good start in this situation. A lot of credit here to the way that Geekay is playing this. This is very, very good. So we'll see.
For Geekay at the moment.
Yep.
You get through that Sanctuary. It's a very difficult fight. It looks like they want to back out and maybe take this from a different angle.
Ooh, flank. Are they ready for this? Big swing. Fix a caught on his lonesome. TP's away, but into the waiting arms of Finn. Will clean that one up. A deep flank for the Accretion. Psycho just barely gets the Simwall up in time to keep himself alive. And the Deadeye peeks the corner, but there's no targets to be found.
They're going to rush out of this.
Oh, they're going to continue to fight. They want to continue to develop this lead. Eisnom gets overwhelmed. Alpha Yi Sim claims another victim, and a nice kinetic grab, barely keeping Alpha Yi and Lab alive here on the on the Lab done. Virtus.Pro.
Why'd you lose over 90 elo from winning the rank match when you carry?
Push to continue pushing into their territory, which it's starting to get out
Wait,
of control.
you won a match and lost elo? Is that what you're saying?
Virtus.Pro
Did you have like? Did you have
that play from Geekay?
I actually don't. Is it a new account out of curiosity or like a new placement or something? Because there could be some high variance there on those type of accounts. And like basically you know what probably happened is you probably had the
absolutely ran over. So
also good job here by VP to kind of push that back. You might have had the what was it called, like the it's like a newer account or like an account I haven't played ranked in a while maybe. Otherwise I have no idea, because like what could happen is you could like the protection thing can go really far if like your account is going back and forth. It has a high variance, but again I have no yeah, calibration. There you go. Thank you. Yeah. That's what I'm wondering on. Oh, what a play by VP to kind of recognize that out of position player right there. Almost gets a rock there. Gonna go back and forth. Zayad gets a kill on the land. No, again these Sigma ultimates getting a lot of value. That's a double, the same amount of kills there. Kevster gets a kill on a Finn though, so things are kind of even right now. Zayad goes in for a Yep Rock, almost gets a kill there, but survives. Zayad does get a kill on Kevster still. Zayad is really good at Sigma, by the way. I just want to point that out. Holy crap. Does go down, but VP will win that team fight. Get a little bit of card time, so yeah.
There for a bit. I mean, obviously they find Labs. They all TP directly on top of them.
That's a risky.
Ziad answers back with that flux, right? I know gets Landon. I mean, I guess, but you're still going to end up giving up some progress. I mean, nothing crazy here for Geekay, but
I mean, as the dust settles, though, in the end, you threw the flux into a losing fight. Virtus.Pro 5 minutes to push back into enemy territory. This is a decent setup for them to make a bit of progress back the other way. Picks up playing the off angle. Big cleanse.
High Noon's going in. Labda with the flank. High Noon goes perfectly. I do. This is like Geekay loves this map. Most fun hero I like to watch him pro play. I don't know. You know, I like watching Sigma, obviously. I don't know, Genji's really fun to watch. You don't get to see Genji much anymore. A lot of really, like, cool plays. But I don't know. I really just like watching the team fights. I'm not really worried about the heroes. Where can you find the replay share link? What do you mean? Like, where to put, like, replays on my Discord, if that's what you're looking for.
Accretion that came in from Ziad and then kind of played from there. It'll be a Kitsune rush here from Finn. It's going to be right.
Lab is a very good player. Lab has always been very good. He's just always been on teams with very good players, if that makes sense. So, like, sometimes it can be, like, he would get overshadowed there. Labda was always good. Like, that was never, like, at least in my opinion, Labda was always really solid. It's just when you're on a team with so much talent, like, sometimes that can kind of, like, go unnoticed a little bit more. Does that make sense? Yeah, same with Psycho. I mean, Psycho was in that same position as Labda, if you think about it, right? Same concept. Sometimes you just end up on a team where you're like, everybody's really good, and like you're just not able to kind of showcase that. I mean, it happens in sports too. I mean, how many times have you seen in sports where like a player just ends up a little bit lower on the depth chart, and then they go to another team and they're just really good because they just got the opportunity finally. Labda was on the team starting, but it just was. It was just a good. The team was really good, so it was like you wouldn't see that, you know. Yeah, I mean, fair enough, Anonymous. Good example, yeah.
And then Psycho is so charged up right after the Sanctuary and the Sim Walls, and obviously
so
off of the Sigma. I know, nice Suzu kept Psycho alive there for a brief period of time. It'll be Labda here channeling another that ITP.
Back and forth, ults going in. VP is looking for some opportunity here just to get this. It is low. Keep in mind, there's still plenty of time here for VP. I would get concerned if they lost this team fight. Again, nice rock by Icy Gnome. Icy Gnome has been very accurate at shutting down some of these plays. Uses the shield to block the rock. This is a team fight they have to win. They've done everything right except get a kill right now. If they can do that and win this team fight, this will give them a lot of room to work with. That's a good start. Psycho gets the pick. Kevster goes down there. Yup, rock onto the backside of that, like, vehicle right there. But there's the kills, and boom. Cart's going to start moving. Mizuki's right there just sitting in front of the cart. They're going to get about to underneath that little archway, maybe. They're going to engage. I think they have to play aggressively, and they know this. Yeah, I think they're going to play aggressively, and they know this, so yeah.
70+ meters, and you have both support ults here to work out of your spawn, so a lot to like from the setup here.
Yeah, no, exactly, Anonymous, yep. I mean, that's kind of how it goes sometimes, right?
And the rush advantage is not going to be that huge. Here it comes. Double support ult. Geekay double up and commit, but the Flux denying the push forward. Psycho still holds the sim wall. Just now pops it. It's going to last so
many ults. What's going on here? Yes. Sim walls, this ult, that ult, Landon. Ooh, I get it too. I saw what he saw. What is, okay, by the way, is it me? And I'm not even memeing this. Is it me or is Alpha Yi the best sim turret player in the game?
Geekay drained the banks of the opposition, and we're coming towards the end of this map, and Geekay are in the massive advantage.
Like, I'm not saying, I'm not like, you know, just like, I see so many sim turret elims. I don't know what Alpha does, but like, it happens all the time. Whatever Alpha does, it's just, the amount of kills I see is so cool. What do you mean? Listen. You said it as a comment. Have you seen my sim turrets? I put a sim turret down and it gets destroyed immediately. I could have it hidden in the most amazing spot, and corner checking Carl comes over and finds it every time before I even does damage. So, I respect a good sim turret. All right.
They don't actually need to win a fight, right? They just need to stagger things out and not lose. And this kind of a chaotic trade is exactly what the doctor ordered here with just a minute on the clock.
Here we go. 50 meters here for VP.
The team alive and gives them just that one last chance, one last lease on.
Oh, I don't like playing against it, but I would like to have a good one time.
Down like a ton of bricks here.
How's it going, Cookie? All right, High Noon from Kevster is going to be a TP High Noon play. Does end up behind them. You can kind of see the positioning. I mean, for VP's sake here, I mean, it's Labda gets caught out. Okay, that's a huge pick. They need to slow it down for 1 second. I know they want to rush in there, but I think, like, slowing it down to play. I love this idea. I mean, you want to keep the momentum. You want to force this point. You want to put them out of position either way. Rock does miss from Icy Gnome. Kellex is trying to stay alive here. They will get the checkpoint. 20 seconds remaining, and we're back at it again, chat. Same scenario as the last match. Same thing happening. Different sides of the map. Geekay versus VP. Pretty much for the map here. There might be a slight opportunity for Geekay to get back, but pretty much there. Good chain right there. Good ults going across the board. This is all they have. Get ready for a Kitsune from Landon in the next couple of seconds. Doesn't get a High Noon. That's going to give some kills. After he gets to go into Cycle, Kevster gets to go into Labda, Kevster gets to go into Finn. Damage output is looking pretty good here. Fixit gets a kill there. This will not, by the way, just looking at the meters now, they would still have to push this card more. And with the delay here from the sim wall, this is getting really intense. Kevster putting as much damage as possible to Kellex. Alpha, he gets to go into Landon. That wall has lasted for like 40 years here, and oh my. After all is said and done, Geekay does it again.
Things up 1-1, and if yesterday's any indication,
how are map picks determined? So first map goes to the number the higher seed. Every map after that, loser of the map previously gets first map. They get the map selection and the first ban. So that way, there's a little bit of like they have a chance to bring it back. So this was a map picked by VP. Now let's talk about this map. So yesterday, let's talk about this. Geekay held second point. VP held second point. But Geekay held it at the end of second point, and VP held it at the end of, or at the middle of the point. It was pretty rough, and they had 5 minutes. So Geekay looked better on the first point, not so much on the second point. So good luck to these teams. So
turn the tides of how this one went yesterday. This is going to be a much different game, though, with the bans. than we saw yesterday between these two teams.
See what the look is. Oh, is it, okay, I was thinking it might be a Zen. Yeah, I honestly wouldn't completely hate Zen here, but Mizuki just so effective. A lot of you know, unique playmaking potential from this hero to create space, especially on the offense. Virtus.Pro, they tried a couple wonky angles of attack yesterday. This time they're going to learn from that mistake and just take things straight up the gut. But that lets Lab to just carve into them with this disruptor shot, farming up rails. A lot of cooldowns out now. Defenders looking
Kevster with a huge pick onto Labda. Syad with a huge pick back onto Kevster. So a little bit of a trade there. I mean, having the Sigma up still is going to be good, but Landon gets a kill on a Finn. VP trying to push in aggressively here to like stop this push. And there you go. Speaking of May, by the way, as you were saying and chat was saying, VP caps the point right away. Pretty much.
I mean,
actually, I will say
early onto Labda, and you know, you were talking about how much damage he was ready to put down. The disruptor shot farming up a rail. Maybe he kind of got caught around the corner and
tennis
taken out. As
are you still going to the
first point as Kev making some
I was gonna
changes.
say.
Are we gonna
anyway,
I like it.
I like it a lot. In ages, but she's really good on this map.
Here we go. Chat, it's time.
On that high ground.
Yeah, and you just need some
teams are getting very aggressive.
Play the game, Matt, because Cassidy on the low end of the choke here.
High noon gonna, oh, not high noon. Window gonna be happening. I don't high noon. What am I saying? Yeah, I know. Freya from Kevster. What the heck? What the heck?
Dominates through that point. It does take an Ant Matrix to set up.
No, Van, aren't you going to the Pete Sampras Andre Agassi match?
I think it's well worth it to establish Hydron control.
Okay, here we go.
I mean, always a hotly contested
window going to be coming up soon. This happened. So I want to say, by the way, VP had a really bad attack.
Let's see how Geekay approach it.
And you also see that for a brief moment when we're on with Kev, right?
Oh man!
Like visibility over the main.
I hope you at least know who that are to get the reference, Van.
Explosive shot. So doing some serious damage.
Yeah, some people in chat picked up on that.
It'll be the bola shot there. It connects on.
There we go. Thank you for getting the reference. I know it was a little bit. Yeah, the first point didn't go well last time for VP is what I was saying. And then this is by the way, this is the exact spot where Geekay held last time. So we have some ultimates going on the point right now. We'll see what happens between these teams. Obviously kind of a back and forth here, but yeah, I mean VP, you know, pushing strong here, trying to hold as much time.
OC available from Lebda, and that's maybe just enough to hold the line on second point. He gets one kill, breaks the drone, finds a second before he goes down, and PK.
And there it is. I'm not even joking. This is the exact spot. No, they're not. I actually, Vent, I did see them playing recently, though. I'm not joking. I swear, am I wrong, or did I see Andre Agassi playing in a pickleball tournament? I swear I did. I don't know if that was a fever dream, but I'm pretty sure I saw a couple of them playing in a pickleball tournament recently. I'm not joking. Or it was a fever dream. It could be one of the two. We'll find out eventually. All right, here we go.
We've seen so many times teams stall out here. May is making her way to the payload, so it's going to force alongside, I believe, Mizuki.
Focus on the game. I am focused on the game. It's Hollywood's second point. I'm waiting 45 seconds for the rotation from the map, okay? Window coming up here. Here we go.
What are they going to do here? They need to hold this point, but they got to drop as a unit. Great war split here.
Landon gets a pick. That's a huge pick right there. Going to be going up in the air here with the high noon, and I love that play by Finn, just spinning in circles. In chat, we're about to see uncharted territory in a VP versus Geekay match. The third point. The third point.
Yeah, I mean, they send Psycho.
Okay, so he did. I was right. Okay, see? He is a pickleball player. Okay, see?
Some players down.
There you go.
Attempted to use the wall there to get ice up to the high ground, but they and not able to do so.
How about that? I mean, yeah, the back cap is a really, like you said, good play because you have to force somebody down. I think the problem is you have to communicate that. Either way, Kevster going in with the flank right now, gets a couple pulled in right now, does get a little bit of damage.
Gets the drone out. Now he immediately swings the pressure over to that tank line. Kev on this Freya.
Hey, enjoy. Good luck to whatever team you're cheering for. I think you said you were cheering for Brazil, but hope you enjoy the match. Obviously, I'm going to be 50-50 on it, so good luck to the fans of those teams. I hope you win. Good luck. Again, VP starts off strong there. I do say Geekay does have a little bit of a wall here that they can kind of do. See this choke right here, like this little part right here? This is a tough spot to get through. So what's going to happen is VP wants to get through here as soon as they can. The problem is Geekay kind of has the ultimate to stop them here. So we'll see what happens. So, yep.
You're going to have a sanctuary of your own for Virtus.Pro. Finn has to be so careful. Can't lose him again early in a fight. You're also gonna have Landon build up.
My damage going in.
So you're gonna have nothing here to work with if you're VP.
I mean, he's just putting on so much pressure. He's zoning him out of this entire corner.
Gonna see if there's gonna be a window coming up here, or Zayad gets a kill right there on the Psycho. That is gonna be a huge pick. This is gonna force them back a little bit. Get ready for that. So, yep. Tough part to get through. Does not narrow down. Third point choke. Every part of this map has a tough part to get through, to be honest with you. Landon does pop a window on the flank here, so a very aggressive approach here from VP. And this is what I meant about trying to flip the map around. That's what they're doing. I mean, Landon's going to go down here, but is it enough? I mean, look at the Freya ultimate going in. Wow. Oh, VP just dominated. Labda's going to try to tap. They're going to do a bunch of damage at the doorway. Might not even make it there. 2:21 on the clock. Wow. That was crazy right there. Did I put a lot of effort into? What are you saying? Oh, like my comms? Oh, I love doing this. I don't even technically I could sit here and just eat like pizza and just talk about anything, but like this is fun to me. I like talking about the game. I like watching the esports. You know, I could sit here and not even talk about the game at all. Right? I'm not required to do this part. I just like doing it. You know?
There as we take a look at the stats. I mean, look at Landon.
Good half right there.
400 damage compared to Finn's 1,000 with basically
for VP
the same healing. Crazy stuff from Landon. You see, just drops the flank. That is Alpha E there. He takes out Alpha E. Alpha E's got Blizzard. He just turns and domes him. I mean, that is sick stuff from Landon.
That's a fight that VP are not supposed to win. I mean, like, that's why Landon goes for that kind of wild maneuver, recognizing the economy is so brutal. The male, I mean, surely not coming through those tiny chokes.
To stop.
Landon deals with it in an unconventional way, gets in the backline himself, drops the May.
No
plans needed on that one. That's got a stake for Geekay. I mean, this is a map you lost yesterday.
Hey, it's all about having a good time. That's what it's about.
This is a VP map pick. You can write it off, but it was so much closer last time. It felt so winnable. Now it's, I mean, this map honestly feels
sounds good, Doc. Have a great night.
Geekay,
I agree with you on the go fuel. I'm with you on that one. Let's go, baby.
Capping first is at times in question.
Yeah, it definitely seems like VP of
all right, it's time.
The band's obviously making this
I'm going to shave my beard. And it's also time for this match to start. Very large uphill battle here for Geekay. I also, you know what I want to say, by the way, like, I love how VP, even though they had a struggle on this map yesterday, even though they won, that they felt confident to do it again. So, they can be getting roll me demoralized. And I think, like, the best way to do it, shaving, yeah, but when my beard gets to a certain length, I'm just shaving it. It starts to, like, tickle my nose, and I don't like that, so that's it. And yes, could I trim it? Absolutely. Am I going to? Absolutely not. All right, here we go. It will grow back. Here we go. Both teams kind of just chilling, sitting in between here. But yeah, getting rolled. Like, it's not really like the thing is, it takes just one team fight to really kind of, you know, get the win or like something, get the confidence back. Yeah, like, does it suck to, like, you know, get dominated in like the first half of that? But like at this point in these players' careers, all of these players, even if they've been on the best team, have probably been full held, have probably been reverse swept, have, you know, lost the match they shouldn't have lost, have had, you know, getting stomped initially. So you learn from that. And you kind of just experience, and you just know that if you just keep practicing doing your thing, that you could do the same thing to them, right? Obviously, it's a good start for VP again, but that's usually what you do.
Somehow stays alive.
That's usually what you do. So
he'll find his man and yet more. Picks up 3 or 4 in the fight. Just the odd in the enemy backline. Ooh, okay, I was gonna say this could turn into a scary stagger, but
wow, VP, like straight up, this is a way different team. Yesterday got dominated on first point defense, got held on second. You know what they do this time?
You didn't really get anything for it. The Maywall's just kind
what do they do this time? They literally just dominate.
Right
crazy.
On top of that Ant Matrix and. Looked like Psychos came down to block it.
2 minutes left, though. Still plenty of time for Geekay to get this. So we're going to see a window happen here on the side of VP. They're going to be pretty aggressive with it. I don't think they're going to be up where Kepster is, but I think they are going to be hyper aggro to kind of help with it. Fix is going to pop out the moment there's a need. Or the lab that can't really do anything with his ultimate is going to kind of lose a little bit of that value. Zayad goes in with an aggressive. I have no idea who's in it, but that was a good ultimate apparently. Oh, Zayad showing you why. Dominates that Sigma, and there you go. See, team fight done. Decent attack. You can take this. You can take this. Would you miss? Just the first, kind of like first 2 holds by VP, and then Geekay just capped the point. So there you go. When's the grand finals? This is the grand finals right now with EMEA. For NA, they still have to play their matches after these.
Puts Landon in a really difficult spot because he can't see the point to drop that immortality field down onto those targets, right? Has to basically just use it on himself and then pops a burst to try and keep those players up. This is where Geekay, though, got
They should be good, Ty. You can just refresh and double check, but they should be good, yeah. And they're active and all of that, so.
From Virtus.Pro.
How it works? So these teams are now in the grand finals. It's going to be first of 4. Geekay versus VP. They just got here. After this match, it's going to be a lower bracket final match between Team Liquid and Dallas Fuel. Winner of that match, you got all your drops. Congrats. Let's go. Winner of that match will then go on to play SSG in the same concept of first of 4. This is the EMEA one, and then after that it'll be NA. Great ultimate here from Icy. I'm going to get a lot in that ultimate as long as the rock doesn't hit the rock. You know, so I think Fixa took the rock there for him. And by the way, Chad, this right here, this spot is exactly where they got held last time. You see what that card is right now? It didn't make it past that pretty much the whole rest of the game. So, yep. So there it is. They're going to hold close by a little bit of like extra like poke damage and then back away to their spots. But a great job here by VP again. You know, they feel so confident on this map. They didn't know, they recognize that like, hey, as long as we kind of slow things down here and give it our all, we'll be in a good spot. So, oh, Icy Gnome's really good in Sigma. So is Zayad. They're both excellent players. That's why it's been really fun to watch between these teams. Right?
You see already in
6 hours of the game. I'm not sure on that one, Ruby. Keep in mind there will be more days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of next week. I will be covering all of them, so there's always time for those two. Just in case like you don't hit your 6-hour mark today. But there's a chance. There's a chance, but I don't know how long these will go. I would say probably not, but hey, if you get some best of 5, some pauses, maybe. But I would say, yeah. So you're good there, okay? Huge picks here. You too, Andrew. Hope you had a good time. I mean, literally, this is, chat, this is exactly, this is like watching a mirror image of yesterday's game outside of like, you know, VP dominating the attack. Literally the same spot. Like, Geekay had no answer to this. Had no answer to this.
They drop down, they get that wall right behind Ziyad. They just burn him down so fast. The immortality field from Finn.
I'm not sure what you mean on the creator balance. I have no idea. I had nothing to do with that. So, like, oh my, what a rock by Zayad. No, these Sigmas are not having it. And then the consolation prize ultimate that doesn't really do anything. And now Zayad's stuck in a May ultimate. Now there's a window. And then Kevster gets a kill into Alpha. So actually, believe it or not, these teams are already qualified for LAN. So the EWC one, I think it's what the midseason championship, whatever it is, will be end of July, and they have 16 teams there instead of like the usual, like I think it was 8 or like 10 or whatever it was last time, or I don't know. So 3 teams qualify. So actually, Geekay, VP, and Twisted Minds are qualified for the LAN, and Dallas Fuel, SSG, and Team Liquid are all qualified for the LAN. So all of them will be participating in it. Now it's about seeding. Like, you want to win this because like this could be the difference between like this game right here could be the difference between playing, you know, the number 2 team in like China right now versus playing like, I don't know, CR or something, right? It's like, there can be a lot of a difference in like the teams. Although I actually, honestly, I wouldn't want to play JD Gaming right now. They're really solid. But I'm just kind of making a random example there. So these teams, and there's prize money for this too. So it's like, these teams want to win. Plus, you just want to win. You just want to win. I don't know what the prize pool is for the actual championship. But yeah. Plus, yeah, I just want to win, right? That's what we play for. Hey, chat. Wait a second. Geekay at least gonna have a chance here. I will say, looking at the ultimates right now, Sigma ultimate window, if they split this correctly, either go out the left side door, send the BAP up onto the high ground where Labda is with window. Now that I see where they're at, they might not do that, but they are going to try and set that up. You go with an ultimate right away, send your window somewhere else. They're doing the exact opposite. They're going to the other side. So look at that. Window's on the other side. So good job there. See, I was thinking of the same concept, but the other way. They do drop down, so again, kind of a good example of that. Zayad with another really quick ultimate, by the way. Holy crap, Zayad pretty much helps win that team fight with the Mail. Okay, and now they're on to third point. So
their side of third point, but Matt, I mean, you need to cap with time here, or the best you can do is a draw.
I mean, truthfully, to what you're asking, Flame, the thing is that like, the reason why you can lose in mirrors, right, is because it's not understanding how to play it. But the more that you practice and get better at how that plays, those mirror matches become much closer. For example, Geekay has not looked this good for a bit. They figured it out together as a team, and now they're battling VP in a grand finals after a close match. So that's what it is. It's the improvement aspect. Playing to win, like learning how to get better and improve. Like, sometimes you got to start off by losing games and seeing like what doesn't work, understanding, oh, maybe our timings are off, and then you work on that, and then you get better.
From Psycho.
Overwatch is a game where teamwork can really do well. You could have, you know, the player with the best aim in the world. It does not mean you're going to have the best team in the world because of that. You have to work with your players. You have to work with that, and you learn from that from these games. So yeah, I mean, it's 1-1 right now, right? So
it would be a massive
yeah.
win from this position. But VP want to deny that. They want to lock up this Hollywood.
I mean, that's the fun part. I can't speak for everybody. I always enjoyed improving and just like, you know, finding the way to win and then getting win and then trying to stay on top after doing that. Like it's all a lot there, and it can be really fun and satisfying. Obviously nowadays I stream, but you know it was fun, right? Icenome with a huge pick right there. VP is trying to end this map right now. It is looking like they're going to lose this map. Ignore the rivals drop. You're good. And yep, there it is. VP should solidify this in a second. Yep, rock from Icenome. We have a 2-1 lead for VP, but hey, as we've seen with this series, it's a back and forth battle. All right, it is a back and forth battle. 2-1 VP. Next up, I'm not sure what map. I don't know where they're gonna go. Could be a Circuit Royale. So, but yeah, we'll see. That was just a rough map. I mean, this is why VP took this map yesterday. Keep in mind, VP did win this map yesterday, so they're gonna go to another map. I don't think they're gonna go Circuit Royale yet. I don't think I think like. I think they have to go to like man, I want to say like a New Junk City. I don't remember if they won or lost that map yesterday. If they've even played it, but I don't think you want to go to Circuit Royale after that type of match. You need a break between payload maps, in my opinion. Yeah, Icenome played very well. I mean, he's a very good player. That was a dominant performance right there. So, again, we'll see how it kind of plays out. But yeah.
Could be called into some serious question here on the Symmetra.
All right, so Geekay and VP running the mirror. It's funny how this is kind of the first time they haven't mirrored. Psycho going with the Onron and Kevster with the Xion here versus the Reaper Sojourn. So a little bit of a different approach than we saw last time. That has the same result.
Psycho, what a find from the Geekay manga coming to assist Alfie, who's
yeah, that was great. Awesome. That was sweet. Cool. Heck yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe I'd win.
I don't think they're going to swap. This is a bit of a comp I haven't seen a little bit. Falcons used to run this a little bit. Probably one other team I'm missing. It like, believe it or not, Mauga and Onron synergize well. I think that was just a good play by Geekay. So, yep.
On top of the Onron and the Mauga. We'll see from Psycho's POV.
Here we go.
Just a brief moment as Geekay controls the point here first.
All right, so, you know, landing in a little bit low right now. I'm going to start watch where Geekay is. There's going to be a few ultimates coming up on the side of Geekay.
Tries to get some ignites off. Just barely connects to the Sojourn. Public enemy
being Kitsune, Alfie gets the kill on the Psycho. I'm gonna think that they might be an Onron swap now. The first two times, because like I don't think you're gonna want Onron the rest of the way. You might stay on Onron now to be able to touch the point, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, I mean, winning first point here doesn't mean you win the the whole map. I'm just kind of curious. So aren't they tired? I mean,
obviously VP.
I can only speak for myself. Whenever I played in like long tournaments, I wasn't like super tired. There's a lot of adrenaline that goes into like these type of grand finals matches. So like you're kind of feeding off that adrenaline. At least I would. You know what I'm saying? Like I would feed off of that as much as I could, like when I would play. So that was kind of what it was like for me.
Very
so,
high
yeah,
level. It kind of maybe gives them a little brief window into the series as we'll see Psycho continue to play the Onron.
They are staying on it for now. Yep, they are staying on it for now.
I mean, Reaper with
any more value out of it.
So many like cheeky corners on that first point, an early ignite.
Kitsune comes out from the side of Geekay, gonna just go for Icenome and get a kill. So again, a dominant start by Geekay. It's amazing how these teams just like find ways to win.
Probably enough ability to be able to reset out of this, but
yeah, why Onron? It's synergized with Mauga. Why here though? I think maybe they didn't have good results yesterday with whatever comp they were running. So maybe it's just like try to make it work, trust the team comp, and just realize you've had an unlucky start. Either way, we're gonna get a Kitsune coming up here, Mauga Shield or Mauga Ult versus Mauga Ultimate, I imagine. And then a beat to go with it from Geekay's side. And here we go. Kitsune, Mauga Ult, beat, all the ults. Good luck to both teams. We have an ult dump right now. If you're asking what's happening, the answer is yes. Here we go, back and forth, looking at the HP. Zayad's getting low. Lava gets a kill right now onto Icenome. Looks like Psycho does get a kill, though. Not able to find another one just yet. There needs to be one more trade here. Everybody's getting low. Psycho trying to get away also. Everybody's there. Labda picks up multiple, and we have one more team fight here before this point could also be captured. They're staggering the Onron right now. Smart play. I don't think Onron's going to use the ultimate right there, which, by the way, is a telltale sign to know that Onron has ultimate, in case you're wondering.
It's cheeky, it's silly.
I just realized that now. That if Onron has that pop up on the screen, can the enemy team see it?
I was curious to see how it would work. Right now, it's just VP getting.
So wouldn't you just know that Onron has ultimate?
One more time though, maybe.
I was gonna say. So like you kind of just know if Onron has ult now. I just realized that. Like you know.
Yeah, nice stomp.
Yeah, even with the cleanse coming out, really on the
I don't know why that just registered now, but like if you see that, it's guaranteed that you have ultimate. Like you just gonna, it's like a sign, like on that one. Yeah. Like even if you don't use it, you know. Yep. Either way, Geekay is going to win the team fight. Obviously, the point got flipped there, but the idea was that just to go there. We probably will see a Reaper swap now, possibly a Sim or something different. It's not going to be Onron. I'd be very surprised.
We're going to Circle Royale.
I got nothing for you, chat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trust. They know better than I do here, so I'm gonna trust. And keep in mind, I love playing out. But I do feel like there's something strategically that worked for them, and I'm just gonna trust the system. That's where we're at. All right.
This is not competitive. Geekay, I mean Sojourn Reaper. This is one of the OG.
I'm trusting the system.
Setups. As good as Xion is, you know, it's kind of a struggle for Onron to keep up. Some good ignites from Psycho, maybe.
Here we go.
A decent opener of the fight, but the beat response is devastating.
Players going in, a lot of damage incoming.
Cannot make it to the pack. Alfie cuts it down with the dire triggers.
Well, look, Geekay.
One of the bigger blowouts we've seen on a Flashpoint.
Dude, what's going on?
In a while.
All right, Geekay.
This is gonna be point control to Geekay.
Starts off strong on this point. We now have ult dumps coming up soon. I will say VP has a better ult pool right now.
I'm so curious. Like, I mean, they've obviously had to have scrimmed this, right? And like potentially
a better ult pool
and made it work, right?
Yeah, my guess is that they don't play the Reaper comp. And they
Why are
just,
you
it is
saying
very
spam this
challenging
Onron
to
for a
play
map
this
7?
game.
Like what?
Funny for saying that.
Listen,
Here comes
it's
the
not over yet, okay? Okay, well.
Virtus.Pro with the Blossom doing way too much. That's Riku's free overwhelmed here. Great work.
Geekay wins that team fight.
And look at the moves towards a 20 streak.
All right.
I mean, come on.
Oh, we have a Sigma swap. No.
Yeah,
And there it is. Okay, so Reaper is finally happening.
Get the Reaper in
And
action,
I know we were all waiting to see where it was going, and this is where we're at. So good luck to these teams.
Fixa has the beat.
That's all I got for you.
He's going to rip and tear with that life steal. I mean, surely he makes it, right? Surely.
Kitsune coming in from Geekay. Beat coming in from Fixa. I do like the ultimates for the side of Geekay for just like having a Kitsune. There is damage on the back line here. Kelix gets a kill on the Kevster.
On the extremities. Eisdom forced into a payload touch as the Reaper not long for this world as Wraith ends. Libda finds his man, picks up the kills, and Geekay.
That was quite possibly one of the best maps of New Junk City I've ever watched. That was a match that we just witnessed, chat. I don't know where to go with that one. So we're just gonna go with that was a play, and that's where we're at. All right.
For the on-run. Those are resolved at the moment.
Here we go.
We'll obviously kind of continue the game. We'll monitor
Also, for anybody who missed this yesterday, and I don't say this lightly, one of the best matches in Overwatch I've watched in a long time. And there's been, you know what? There's been 2 matches this year that have been some of the best Overwatch I've watched.
Showing the flexibility.
There was that one of the matches during the Japan Major. I can't remember who it was. It might have been the finals. I think the grand finals one. Yeah, that one with CR and Twisted Minds. And then the match that we saw yesterday between these two teams was so good this year. I mean, really good. So, Icy Gnome with a huge pick right away here, obviously. Trying to get a good start here. Both these teams had an excellent game last time. It might be a little bit different. I'm not sure we're going to get the same style here. Again, the classic hold close and get rolled strategy. My favorite one, my new favorite Circuit Royale strategy that randomly appeared a couple weeks ago. It's great. I honestly think it's so teams can build ultimates. I think why teams do it is they just try to hold as close as they possibly can, so that way they can buy this extra team fight and still fight at the corner. So I just want to see a good game, Sora. So that's where I'm at.
Okay. Trying to dig the Pharah here. Feel that poke pressure coming in. It's disrupting these formations.
It's time. Here comes the Kitsune.
Come online. Here comes the rush. Kevster finds Libda before the rush can really come into effect. The flux pulls players out of the sanctuaries, which are both traded here on the payload, but the player advantage comes in.
Yeah, before they redid the map, that used to be that way. Okay, so give me a second to get back into a 2-chat. VP started off really strong here, going to be able to take this point with relative ease, going here to second point with, I don't know, about, what, 4.5 minutes, 4:40? So I'm trying to remember that 2:30 on the clock for this one, minute 30 another one. So, yep.
Some changes trying to adapt to a VP that
These teams are amping up, doing their best.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I wonder what you decide.
Icy Gnome has Sigma Ultimate coming up right now. It's time. There's the Yup rock on a Zyad. Honestly, really good rock, because that's going to be able to force this Sigma Ultimate and give a little bit more value on it. So get ready. Sigma Ultimate's going to be coming out here very soon from the side of Icy Gnome. It's going to be trying to get at least the Sigma, because the Sigma doesn't have E. So you can do a little bit extra damage and avoids that. Does do a little bit of damage. The cleanse time was actually slightly off from the side of Finn there. It's going to kind of put a little bit more pressure, but does a good job of surviving. Good Maywall. Maywall is kind of used as like a secondary option, like support tool in this, more than like cutting the LOS off a lot of the time. But a great job there. Icy Gnome gets a kill. And it looks like things are going to kind of like slow down a little bit here. Freya's going to be getting low shortly. May on the cart. And VP pushing strong now. Not really many ultimates coming in. I don't think the Freya ultimate's like a good retake ultimate unless the team kind of gives it to you. Or there's a world where if Labda can go on to the right-hand door and get to the left side, that's going to be it. This is a part of the plan. They all kind of agreed to where to go to. Okay, this is the spot I was talking about. If Labda can end up over to the right, I think this ultimate can get some good value now. So a good job kind of like getting through that choke when it can be pretty difficult to do so. There's the May. May gets down. Nice blink melee there. There's the ultimate that I was talking about. Just ends up going a little bit too late. And yeah, VP is going to be pushing this on to third point right now. So we'll kind of see how this goes.
Second point goes down.
More like Ice Gnome? Okay, I can do Ice Gnome if you want. That's fine. I was always saying Icy, but I can do Ice Gnome. I don't know. My bad. Ice Gnome? Okay, cool. I got you. That's easy. Someone told me differently one time, so I just rolled with it. So, my bad. Did Fuel win? Fuel hasn't even played yet. It's been a long day.
Yeah. I mean, and it's Kevster too, right? I mean,
what are considered
so
good
good
ranks? I mean, like, Champion's the highest rank. I mean, I think just, be happy with the progress you're aiming for, and if you're Champion's the highest rank, so that would be top 500. So that's what you strive for if that's what you're trying to do. But enjoy the journey. Kitsune gonna go in there. There's gonna be a Mizuki ultimate coming up here very soon too. It does go out, but actually Geekay is able to kind of slow this down. And if I recall correctly, that's kind of what happened before. Is like things got slowed down here for a little bit, and then it got a little bit better. So good job by these teams, kind of being able to isolate out here. Again, thank you, chat, for being patient with these matches, because it took a while to get to this point. I will tell you that much. This was a long wait, long wait. But here we go.
Play style right now. A little bit more suited towards
stadium.
VP.
That's okay. Hey, I had a stadium phase and had fun with it, so enjoy. Sigma Ultimate's gonna be coming up here from Ice Gnome, looking for any opportunity. That's fine. Oh wait, wow, the LOS was like perfect there. That was kind of weird. I saw the same thing that he saw. Juno Ultimate comes in from Kelix, and again GK slowing things down a little bit right now. But Zyad's getting a little bit of damage here. If they can get the kill on Zyad, that would be a huge turnaround. But no, the help from the team is there. Yup Rock does some splash damage. Kevster gets a kill into Alpha. They are gonna try to get the May. The ice wall will kind of get out, but the May goes down. They'll get the kill on the Kiriko possibly. Nope, there's a TP out. Now they're gonna regroup and go again. Two eyes. So like Eyes Gnome? Is that better?
Able to get a hold here for Geekay on defense. That would be
like Eyes Gnome?
Extremely impressive. It was just really that power play from Kevster early on that had opened things up, and now I think with it being Kevster,
I'm trying my best.
This is easier
anyway
for Labda to play that Sojourn, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of a better matchup for the Sojourn, like a Pharah, but Kev finds Kellex. Now it's going to force the OC out.
This is trouble. Labda's not finding targets. He's not being presented with any opportunities. They're showing a lot of respect to the Sojourn.
Oh, VP does win this team fight with relative ease. There's going to be a high noon coming up here relatively shortly. Look for some of the play coming up. I'm ready.
Walking into the Lion's Den.
I chose the correct way.
Fully stacked and ready to
I'm trying my best. What is last mile protocol? DHL sponsors. DHL sponsors. OWCS. They kind of like, it's like basically a DHL sponsor. Hey, listen, Overwatch doesn't have many sponsors right now. I do think that with recent success of OWCS, that could change eventually. So, listen, we take we got to go we can get here, right? Good job here getting the kill on the Finn. It's going to be a 4v4 going on right now. I'm looking at the ultimates right now. It looks like VP is going to be able to kind of push back a little bit, but Zayad's trying to put off like at the choke here. It gives time for Alpha to get a kill on the Fixa. This play by Zayad's actually been excellent. It's distracted so much. It's not a guaranteed team fight for either team, but what a rock. That was definitely on purpose on the Vendetta. I could see Zayad was like, oh, I think there's a Vendetta coming around the corner. Let me rock that. But unfortunately here, this patience is going to help. Kelix does have a kill onto Psycho and is close to ultimate, but Hinder and Hank over here gets Kevster, or gets Finn from Kevster. Kevster might go down here right now. Kelix decides to save the ultimate, which is probably going to be the right play. And there we go.
So too is Ziad, and I said it before, but they ripped the clutch off. Unbelievable from Geekay. I mean, they were up against
maybe BP. You might be right in that one. Yeah, that might be a correct statement. Yeah.
They find the stall.
Get him on an interview. I was going to say, that is true. I should do that, right?
How much space that Ziad created there. I mean, able to kind of like wedge himself into like one of those side rooms and just lock off for an extended period of time. I know Alfie are using the May wall as well, just kind of deterring players from moving on forward. It'll be VP rotating around here, trying to take high ground. Quite frankly, if Geekay doesn't give up a full map completion, you almost kind of chalk that one up as a little bit of a
lot of damage going in from these teams. A lot of damage.
How things started off is VP trying to control this high ground.
I'm looking at the ults. This is last team fight coming up. I mean, VP, see, the thing is, VP has no ults. They're trying to build a Kitsune, by the way. In case you're wondering, they're trying to slow play this a little bit just to get Kitsune. So, like, they're going to, they're taking the high ground control, denying the space as long as possible up there so they don't control the top right and flank them. They're going to wait. Landon's about a second away. Get ready. And Kitsune, Kazuki ultimate to go with, May ultimate to go with it, too. A lot of ultimates on the board. Labda gets a kill right now. Zayad gets a kill in the corner. And it looks like, if I am correct, yep, Geekay will hold this point, Chad. There will not be an overtime to this map. This will not go the same way as the last one. No overtime, just going to have to make a play. And that's going to be it. Going to have to make a play.
Then it was really Geekay who started to pick things up, and that is a great sign for their chances to potentially take this map. As
we'll see. Yeah, I'll try my best with pronunciation. Sometimes it's just tough. I'm like, it's not my strong suit.
Here at the end of the map, so they really started to.
Is it technically possible the exact same distance? Well, it wouldn't be an overtime. It would just be a draw, but that's not going to happen. I mean, if anything, we just need a pause. I think that's really going to get the momentum going here. A nice pause,
they were maybe just a little bit over eager. They had a 5-ult fight, but the support ultimates were just, what, 10, 15% later.
I do think VP can hold here. It's a very, if I recall, I think VP had a really good start to first point defense and then kind of got snowballed the rest of the way, and that's kind of how it went there.
To close out that push.
So we'll see.
Virtus.Pro, though, rocking up with the May Bastion. I mean, this is circuit out.
We'll see Geekay.
No, I kind of assume that all day, yeah, absolutely. All right, chat, here we go. The teams are amping up for some plays.
So no sim to kind of like work with that Bastion, kind of move it around. Kev going to have to be a little bit more careful. I know in that role here, but
no, that was the stream. That was me. Sending links to the Prime, so appreciate it. Thank you. I was just changing my scene for a second. All right, here we go. Thank you for the love. Appreciate y'all. All right, Labda looking for an early pick here. Geekay, doing their best to take away the angles. My new favorite strategy.
Sticking to the corner, and it's actually Geekay Esports starting to get poked out in the front line, but lived up
the hold close and possibly get rolled strat so far. Yep.
Still, Maywall good enough from Alpha E. Gets the trades out, and attackers should be able to get this one rolling. VP just trying to get as much ult charge, as many.
Man, I love this strat. It's so good.
Finally, the attackers get some motion
on their side. I've seen it work like twice, and I get why. But man, I feel like every time it's the defenders get rolled, and you just have the same like area. I get why they do it. But like,
you do end up getting some kills there towards the end, building up towards some ult, but nothing.
That is true, Delvin. Not wrong.
Really, Alfie building up.
Miz has been being played in pro play a lot. Mizuki's one of the top supports in the game right now. So here we go, chat. Things are heating up. I'm watching. Kitsune coming in from Geekay here very soon. The idea is to build ultimates and have this. Geekay is going to pop that Kitsune. VP is going to be in a weird spot for a minute, but Icy Gnome's going to have to use this Sigma ultimate aggressively just to buy some time. I don't know if there's a rock available, so I'm not really looking at that. There's the ult kill from Icy Gnome, gets the kill. Or sorry, Ice. I'm trying my best to pronounce the name correctly. So Sigma on the side of VP. There you go, and Geekay caps the point.
Defense, neither team gets really much of anything going here. Geekay, this is the kind of pace they need to set.
I'm not overthinking. I'm just
a win on Circuit Royale to change their
Venture gets very minimal playtime in OWCS,
control of this
in my opinion.
Yes, I mean, now, this is really dangerous here for Virtus.Pro, right?
So, but Venture does get some playtime. They are played generally against sim comps. I think teams like Zeta will run that. We actually saw Venture earlier. I forgot what team ran it. But yeah, they will be ran on a few maps. It just depends. Okay, here we go. Sojourn Ultimate going to be coming in here from Geekay, and Geekay is trying to get that same momentum that VP had in the previous fight. We get a Bastion Ultimate going in. It does do 4 chip damage to the back line. So that is huge right there. May Ultimate going to be coming in here from VP, also trying to slow down this approach. Obviously, there's no kills happening. It's going to be kind of like this in between here. Here we go. Kevster with the kill on the Kelix. Yeah, T1. Yeah, you're right. T1 runs a little bit of that too. When I think T1 likes to run Venture when Zest can't play Vendetta.
You'd love to be able to find Eisnam on the exit, but no such luck. And that's a big fight win for VP.
Why is Sojourn so far back? Sure, because you're taking an angle, you can't really push it without your team. In ranked, you can get away with that a little bit more, but like, if you even remotely, like, it's basically, like, to even idea the way angles work, the idea of an angle is to get them to look at you, right? You don't need to be right up in front of their face because you're going to get rolled or you're going to get Maywalled, you're not going to have much room. So you want to use the space there, wait for your timing, and then go for that huge Maywall here, huge double Maywall right now. Got like a square being made in the middle there, Kitsune going out.
With the blizzard drop underneath.
Ice Gnome getting a little bit lower right now. Zayad survives the May ult. And the ultimates for Geekay are going to start looking good. Keep in mind, there was a ton there. Yup, rock on a Zayad, though. Here comes the ultimate. Going to do a little bit of a turnaround move here, and that is a great ultimate from the side of Zayad. That should win the team fight. Now it's going to be about, Landon pops Kitsune, so give it a second here. Kevster pops the Bastion ultimate, and it does do 4 damage to somebody on the back of the point. All right. And Kevster goes and gets a kill with the grenade. It's still kind of like in favor of Geekay, but the longer this team fight goes, a proper disengage can make this really crazy. All right, there's the rock. VP trying their best to move in.
A little bit more space.
Is King's Row the best May map? I would say King's Row in a rank setting is probably better for May. If you know how to play May well in Circuit Royale, that is also good. Great job by VP here. Battling on the point. This seems to be the exact spot they love to battle. We've seen these battles before. They can get intense. Heals going in. AoE heals going there, going everywhere. Right clicks in. VP has it down to 2 minutes. The time bank is looking rough for Geekay. It's not over yet. We have ultimates online, and don't get too excited, but guess what, chat? We have a Bastion ultimate. Someone on their team is about to get mildly inconvenienced.
3v5 in which Geekay had the opportunity to stabilize. Landon,
well, I know it's up to you, Win.
Ridiculous confidence to go
Why not?
in that moment, and it pays off big time. They're still in control.
Here we go.
Here for Geekay, right? So nice
Alpha with the ultimate coming in. Finn with the Kitsune. May ultimate trying to counter back. Both of the May ice blocks are just next to each other saying hi. Bastion ultimate goes in. Almost does something. Psycho's going to go down here momentarily. I think there's a lot of HP here, but Landon with that. Labda with a huge pick. Back and forth battle here. Labda is taking a lot of damage. The May's in the back line there. Might get a kill on the Labda if the shots hit. Psycho with a huge shot on the Labda. This is going to give one more opportunity for VP to get back into the team fight.
Sick headshot onto Finn. Massive.
I mean, Bastion ultimate's pretty rough, but it has been getting kills. It's just funny when it doesn't, because it just like it either gets kills or does nothing. Retake wise though, there's no like ultimate here until like this Sigma ultimate from Ice Gnome, so like it just depends. We'll get a burn support. I mean, yeah, you maybe just synergize elsewhere. I wouldn't doubt it, Kyle. Maybe even this year, obviously, but I'm not sure. It is a good idea since that's an interaction that exists in the game. Why not have more to kind of like synergize? Eventually have more synergies. But yeah, Geekay wins the team fight. We're going on to 3rd point. Things are getting intense. Like the camping trip.
Kevster finds his man, but it's too late into the fight. And we're going to the final point of Circuit Royale.
2 minutes left.
To come down to this match.
2 minutes left on the clock.
You're gonna have
Yari does have a burn. You're right, but it's based off of the ultimate, so something a little bit more consistent.
Very close. You'll have an orbital ray here. You'll have Sanctuary where we've seen a few times.
What happens if Geekay finishes the map during overtime? Well, the overtime here, if they finish the map, they just win because there wasn't a full capture. So because there wasn't a full capture, they would just be able to win the team fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no, like, it just, yeah, that's it. Like, obviously there's overtime spawns, but, like, if they win this, like, you know, just push this all the way through, they just win the match. Going for Demon? Oh, I'm right there with you. There goes the Sigma ultimate in the air. A lot of damage happening. Yeah, Brock misses by a little bit, but Labda gets a kill on a Psycho. Things are looking pretty good here. Cassidy goes down. It's not over yet, though, for the side of VP, but Geekay is getting a lot of map control. Can they get their revenge on the Circuit Royale? Outwise, Geekay does have, I mean, there's May ultimate versus Kitsune. They're going to have to survive the May ultimate. If they survive the May ultimate, they're going to be in a good spot. That's what it's going to come down to. That's why they're pressuring Psycho so much, because they know that ultimate's coming in. We now have the ice blocks kissing again. So the ice blocks are just there. Psycho is going to be a little bit low, but look at the damage output here coming from VP. It's at 35 seconds left on the clock right now. Zayed gets a kill on the Psycho. Lab is going to be able to pop ultimate right now. Again, here we go again. But chat, today, it looks like there will be a winner of this map. I will not call it until it's over. And Geekay wins against VP on Circuit Royale, going into match point. What will VP go? Will we get a map 7? We are about to find out. I'm going to go walk around because I've been sitting here for about 45 minutes on the pause. And we are going to the next map. Hit that follow button if you haven't, and I'll be right back, chat.
Unreal. I know. Coming into the playoffs,
Bengals came down here together, and then they just left together. They're becoming best friends.
They don't even win the game, you know, in the game 5 against 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not even in the postseason.
All right, here we go.
A bastion
Get ready.
For Geekay. An interesting VP actually does the May with the Sim as they roll out.
Geekay with a little bit of a rush variant trying to push the
Zayed right away starts off with an immediate kill on a Psycho. They're going to try to go TP. Alpha gets a kill, and right away, Geekay starts off strong in this situation. I'm surprised on this flashpoint that VP didn't try the
version of the Sig comp is a nice little complication that Geekay present now. VP without the
Right.
bastion.
Here we go.
You really need to survive.
They're doing the Kira Lucio obviously on the side of Geekay. Good start. Obviously, plenty of map here. Oh, yeah, you're right. They banned the Mauga. You're right. You're right.
I don't think there's a way you could kind of continue.
Well, VP banned the Mauga. So like, you know, still. After that really amazing New Junk City we saw, you know. A lot of spam going in. A lot of spam going in. Guster looking for a kill. Can't seem to find it yet. Lucio's getting low. Things are chilling. Fixa with a huge pick onto Labda. A lot of damage going in. Oh, yeah, Brock. Icy Gnome gets the kill. Simwall goes down, though. Both of the Sigmas are down. Alpha just standing right here. Helix looking for beat soon. So far, I kind of, it's all over the place. Oh, hi, Georgie. Hi, Georgie.
Senses the same. He's going for a bit of a desperate play here, trying to find a pick. Fixa following in that one. Yeah, gets punished for it. Geekay.
Okay, Geekay, you know, ends up getting the point back. Sorry, I was doing something.
Who ends up kind of getting behind enemy lines, ends up getting the flip. There'll be a Kitsune rush here.
Ooh, Icy Gnome gets a kill right there. Labda gets a kill. There's going to be a Sigma ultimate coming in. Get ready. A lot of damage coming in soon. They are going to try to go underneath the point right now. And they do kind of make it. Great rock from Icy Gnome there to do that. Gets a kill right there. Oh, what an individual play. Oh, wow. Dude, that was awesome. And then staggers the Bastion. Yeah, Labda's recognizing the situation now. Yep. There you go. Labda had to wait on the grenade to be able to do that, so yep.
That would have been pretty hilarious. But that was, I mean, dude, both support ults invested there by Geekay.
Okay.
Gives VP a real chance to be able to kind of take this first flashpoint, which obviously seemed unlikely
Geekay.
just a little bit ago. Was, you know, Alfie ends up falling.
Sigma ultimate coming in.
Both of those ults.
Has a chance to take it. VP battling here. The ultimates are pretty good for VP to be able to handle this. You have a Simwall, you have a Mizuki ultimate. You can really kind of like clog up a lot of like the parts of the map to make it like much more advantageous. So I'm looking for that to happen. We have a Bastion ultimate coming in. Obviously it's Bastion ult. Does almost combo that, but Landon survives. Great idea, but good survivability there. Still a little bit low on HP. Alpha gets a kill into Landon. Kellex goes down to Psycho. We do have the ultimates being forced out on the other side of this. VP is forced to use all of their ultimates. A huge pick going back there in the back line, and VP takes the first point
It took everything and
Did have to use all their ultimates, but I mean, Geekay is pretty much in the same boat. So great job. Get a little bit of a lucky point right here. It's not even lucky. It's kind of in the same boat, but yeah.
Plus artillery strike combination.
They were in control of the point for a while, but then also lost it.
Yeah. Able to keep himself alive, and now we end up in a mirror matchup between these two teams.
Okay, here we go.
Labda and Cap going to be going over the Sojourn as Ice takes a lot of damage there early. It's going to get healed up as Landon trying to farm up towards that rush.
Oh, Finn has it first. Though.
Kitsune coming in from Finn. Get ready.
So quick at pushing these edges before, but
give it a second, and there's the Kitsune. Finn looking for the opportunity to go in there with the team. Labda sees an opportunity on this off angle, gets the kill onto Fixa. Geekay probably going to be able to, you know, take away some of the momentum here, but there might be a Kitsune back. They might feel like they have it. VP obviously is down there, but nope, they get the kill on the Landon. That's going to be an opportunity just to kind of run in here, which is what's going to happen. A lot of damage going in on the Sigma, and boom. Geekay takes this team fight too. Going to be a little bit more aggressive. Who's favored in this matchup? Technically VP. But like I was saying, it was probably 55-45 in favor of VP. So you know what I mean? So yeah.
Maybe even Labda to connect the railgun shot, take somebody out. As Psycho will move up here. See if they'll drop a TP, move on forward. Is on with Kev. He's going to find an off angle disruptor shot here, just trying to gain more charge.
VP.
He's going on a wide flank.
Gonna go with
damage down on his Ziyad. Hey. As we are waiting to get back into the action.
All right, we're back.
Okay, we are going to unpause.
We're back in, Chell. Let's go. All right. Going to be a Soldier ultimate coming in here from Kevster soon. Alpha does have a wall, and they do have the ult, so you could pop both wall and the Mizuki ultimate. That's exactly what they do. Geekay looking for an opportunity here. Going to pop that Sigma ultimate. He puts the Sigma ultimate in. Rock just misses. Good movement there by Zayad to prevent that from happening. Keep in mind, there is ultimates coming up. Zayad's in a rough spot. I was going to say, I don't know if Zayad expected that and went down immediately, so they do flip the point. VP is going to be taking this back at the 99% mark, something we saw just recently. So, you know, can Geekay battle back and make this 1-1? Will VP, you know, take this point over a little bit of time to make it 2-0? We're going to find that out shortly. Sigma has ultimate coming up on the side of VP. We also see Psycho with that Simwall and Fixa with the Mizuki ultimate. So I think the ultimates are pretty solid across the board. Kelix is on the Mizuki. We're going to see a Sojourn ultimate come in from Labda. Probably won't get a ton of value just because of the ultimates there, but it will. The value is getting the ultimates out, at least in my opinion. Obviously, if you get a good angle, things like that's a little bit different. I would say that's a little bit less value than we expected. Okay, there you go. So Kevster gets the kill right away. They did pop Fix's ultimate. VP looking for the kill, and there you go. So
that is your OC done and dusted. It is Sanctuary used there for Virtus.Pro.
VP. One team fight to go here, playing aggressive, probably going to force a Sigma ultimate around the 85% mark. Could be sooner than that if they decide they want to be aggro there, but they will bring the fight to them. They do have to watch out for the Sim TP play here, just because you could have that happen, but there will be a aggressive ultimate momentarily to try to deny the space here. They do seem to be playing a little bit safer than I thought they would here, but I guess that's because they have the Sim wall. They know they have a slight advantage. This will allow for the players to find another play. Here comes the ultimate from the side of Nice Gnome. Doesn't find anybody. Good disengage there. Keep in mind the Kitsune kind of made it a little bit easier on them. Trying to back away. Teams are looking on both sides of the map. Kevster gets a nice ultimate timing right here. Is able to get a kill on the Labda. Gets the kill on the Labda. It's still really close. Does find an angle. And VP, again, brings it back from 99% to be able to win the team fight. Going up 2-0. There's a chance we see a... Okay. If Geekay wants to win this right now, they have to reverse sweep. Geekay has reverse sweep twice. Could they do that?
Flashpoints thus far. Geekay gets off to a really good start. A commanding lead.
It was muted. That's okay, original.
He flips it and just kind of dominates the rest.
Here we go.
Of that flashpoint as one more for
ultimate wise, when you can go in with that Kitsune pretty much immediately, they know they have an advantage.
Reverse sweep starts here.
I mean, yeah, Geekay is a reverse sweep team apparently, so maybe they do it. How fitting would that be?
I don't know. I think with the way that we see Virtus.Pro
super close, super one-sided. Because both these teams are really good and they have their strengths and weaknesses. And that's a really fun part about it. All right, here we go. Zayad gets the Sigma ultimate. We do see the Sim wall go out. Landon has Kitsune, but going to choose to wait. Kind of play a little bit safer here. Kind of give them the map control. That's okay. You don't have to overdo it. Landon pops the Kitsune. Almost goes down right away. Still takes a bunch of damage. I know he's getting a little bit low. There comes a bunch of ultimates, and the answer is yes. There is ultimates happening. And that's where it's at. But VP seems to be doing a lot of early damage right now. Oh, the rock misses. And Ice Gnome tries to go for that. But Geekay is able to stop that in place and will turn the team fight and keep things rolling. Okay. Here we go.
it looks so good for them after the ultimate trade comes in, but Icenom just gets decimated from like full HP in a matter of seconds.
He goes for the flux, and then he gets hit with the railgun shot, and then Alfie is so charged up on the sim, just looks up and just kind of beams him down as he's like kind of in that close quarter area. Not able to get
Kitsune for Geekay. This is going to be kind of their ability to win this team fight and bring it to the next point. They will use the sim wall here because I think it's worth getting those ultimates out. There's the sim wall. There's the Kitsune. Sojourn's going to wait a little bit longer to see how the team fight breaks out. If there seems to be a need for a kill, then that ultimate will be popped. It doesn't seem like that. And it does seem like Geekay should win this team fight just because of that Kitsune to begin with. So good cleanup there. Good job. Going to try to get the left side of these kills. Gets the kill onto the rest of the team. Good job by Zayad. 2-1 now. Going to be going over the left side here coming up shortly. Get ready.
They come into the next one with much the same situation. A great ultimate bank.
Teams are getting up here.
A little scary for VP.
Senate Online, thank you for the primes. I appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I mean, sim wall available, right? And you're also going to get high ground here for Labda with this OC. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better position to be in. Icenom going to take some damage on the walk up. Going to use the graph in that over.
Wait, did you actually get that in your one? That's hey, people are like esports loot boxes are. Yeah. There you go. Sim wall goes in from Geekay. There is going to be that Sojourn ultimate we talked about, but with this wall here, you can't really do much. Labda does hold on to it, so ultimates here is going to have to be able to deal with this Kitsune from Landon, which will be happening momentarily here. They are going to let the point happen, but they give it there. They're going to see an ultimate come in from Labda. There's going to be a lot of ultimates going in there. Labda gets a kill into Psycho. A lot of damage going on in there. Kind of back and forth. Labda, obviously gets the kills, and Geekay will win this team fight. Ultimates are starting to build again for Geekay too on the side of the supports. This could be a good opportunity. They stagger out a kill right there. Zayad standing in that ultimate on purpose to get a little bit of all charge for Finn in case you were wondering why he was standing in there. That's the point of the game where you kind of expect, it won't impact that ultimate just enough. So, yeah.
And they're going to have double support ult coming into this next fight.
Did we get Thunder Doomfist? Yep. Radna, thank you for the tier 1. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. Here goes the teams.
Yes, it's nice, but it's not quite as
Mizuki ultimate on both sides. Look for that to be used here temporarily while you wait for Finn to get this out. Icenom goes in for an ult, tries to get the ult off here. There's the Mizuki ult, misses again. I couldn't tell you why that missed anymore. At this point, I'm just used to it. Labda gets a kill. A lot of damage going in. Labda is able to pick up 2. It's a 3v3 right now on point. Oh, the rock almost hits. Zayad, it's Fixa. It's Landon and Fixa, 2 supports versus a Sigma and I guess the Kiriko now. Kiriko is so low and goes down in chat. 2-2. Team fight coming up. Geekay has Kitsune.
Up stage 2 in EMEA, your #1 seed going into the MSC. VP.
This is a good ultimate. I mean, Geekay has good ultimates. So, I'm glad you enjoy love on that one. I appreciate it.
Really good spot to maybe take this first.
Kitsune's out. They're going to be all in it on the Sigma. Look for the HP of Icenom here. It might be getting really low. There it is. They're going to try to save their ultimates now because they know there's going to be a certain team fight here. Oh my, Alpha gets the kill. They only use 1 ultimate to take it. They're going to be on pretty even ground there outside of the Kitsune, which Kitsune is a game winner. Okay.
Every single day for the last week, right? Like every match has gone to this point, and they look cool, calm, and collected. They stay in control of the economy.
Here we go.
VP, who find the banks dry.
They're being aggressive. They're feeling it. They want to bring the fight to them. They do have to be careful of this Kitsune, so they're not going to overcommit for a kill here. Ooh, there's a chance. Landon uses the really good movement. Zayad ults up in the air. Psycho's going to go down to get the kill into Psycho. We have X marks the spot over here with these sim walls. Finn gets a kill into Ice. No, they're going to have to back away. They're going to have to legitimately back away. I will say VP does have 3 ultimates, almost 4. So this could be either what we've seen in this map previously where VP gets it at 99%. Or maybe that goes this way, so we'll see. Here we go. Kevster with a huge pick on the Labda. This will be the point for VP. I think that what's going to happen here is Geekay is just going to wait. 83% is more than enough to win the map. They're going to wait. They're going to regroup. It's 2-2. VP has Kitsune. Geekay has nothing, by the way. Ideally, you take 1 fast team fight here, force it to point or something, and try to get them to use their ultimates right away. That's exactly what they do. Kevster with the first ult. Labda almost goes down to that, but they do survive this. This might kind of force them into another situation. They're trying to get that ult pull out while building their own. So 37%, things are getting a little bit chill. Zayad taking a bit of damage. They're going to move in one more time here to get this Kitsune out as soon as they can. And/or Sigma ultimate, they know they have to deal with it. Zayad's taking poke damage. They're going to try to Kitsune. I'm seeing what's happening right now, but I wonder if this would be a backfire. Because Finn is almost close to Kitsune. 95%, that's what they're doing. They're going to recognize this soon. But the problem is that they delayed it a little bit extra. Here we go. Get ready for the support elements. It's going to be a bit of an ult, but Icy Gnome is going to be the kind of the impact one here. I don't know if they got anybody with that. Either way, they survived. Finn has that ult. Zayad's about to go down. Zayad goes down in this situation. Psycho looking for the kill. They're going back and forth. Nothing to be had ult-wise. It's so back and forth. Landon obviously had the later Kitsune. VP is going to win this map. We are going to a map 7.
Made us really sweat it, but Virtus.Pro will not go down.
I mean, what else did he ask for?
And claw the Bears.
What else can we ask for at this point, chat? You know?
Game 7 between
what can we do? Right? These teams are just evenly matched. It is a map 7, and it's going to be on, I don't know what map. I do know that I think when there's a map 7 or around this, or map 6 and on, you can play, they just played Flashpoint. So it could be a push map. It could be one of the hybrid or escorts. I mean, imagine just going to Junkertown. Who knows? All right, chat, it is time.
And by none other than Geekay Esports.
It is time. VP versus Geekay.
Well, I mean, it's Geekay potentially hovering over a
Grand Finals. Map 7. Couldn't ask for a better moment. Better situation. Outside of the pauses,
it looks like
this has been awesome.
We've seen play Shion.
Here we go, chat.
He is gone as well. So
here we. Oh, you got your drop shows in time. Oh, no, it makes you funny about it. There's still 2 more matches after this. I have a feeling they're not going to have too much downtime with the NA matches. They're going to want to get them in there quick.
Yeah, probably for both.
Here we go. And we, for the first time in a while, we don't have a mirror from these teams. They usually run the same comp. We have Mauga on the side of Geekay versus the Sigma on BP. So Geekay just going in and saying we're going to send it with a bit of a different Mauga comp. Is it going to be enough? How will it go? We're about to find out. Obviously, the first team fight here is so important. The off angles are all over the place. Lab is a little bit low over there. Nothing really happening in the meantime right now, but it does look like there's going to be an opportunity here. With the Mauga setting up over here, going to go in for a slam. Disrupts the TP a little bit, but not enough. Zayad does do a good job, though, of disrupting that play. Finn almost goes down there. Kelix is getting low. Both sides doing their best to stay alive here. Zayad gets the kill on the Kevster. I realize that, VP banning the Diva allows for this to be even more viable of a strategy. Zayad gets that kill on the Kevster, but Ice Gnome gets a kill on the Finn. Zayad gets a kill on the backline. We have a double trade now. It's a 3v3. Both teams getting the limbs. Is this still group stage? This is like stage 2 grand finals. This is getting wild, chat.
He's able to find a stump on Kev. It looks like Kev takes like the TP and then slides up to the high ground and then Lab is there and then just kind of looks back.
Not really one. That's great.
And then as soon as he turns, he's got a Mauga.
They ban anyone? I don't know. Bans are a big part of it. It would be something though. All right. Mauga charges in. Labda gets a kill. And Geekay still starting off strong here. Landon is able to get a kill into Alpha, but again, not able to really do anything with it. They might try to trade one more. Landon with a clutch play actually ends up trading out one more, but Zayad with a nice shot there getting the kills. All right. They're going to be waiting for everybody to get back. Keep in mind, Kelix is spawning up, so that's going to be able to kind of speed boost the rest of the team back. And, Geekay, again, starting off strong here. VP's not panicking too much right now. They do have their ultimates coming up, so they're not like overwhelmed by any of this. But man, is it getting intense. Here we go. Finn has the Kitsune, pops it, is getting aggressive. Landon also mirrors it. Cycle gets a kill into Alpha. That's going to be a huge play right now. That's going to allow them to kind of push in right now. Keep in mind they don't have the sim, so there's a little bit more opportunity to kind of like have that extra support ultimate on that. Now it's going to be a die on point situation. Geekay is dying on the point right now and gets it to somewhere at 70%, which I don't think is the fully win type of situation, but is definitely set up for that. Okay. Here we go.
And an OC could be massive here for Labda, though. Also a cage fight. It's how much value can actually get off of that, right? So much mobility from the Virtus.Pro composition is.
It's time.
Just using that speed boost of Kelix, just trying to get in position. Will be the OC up on the high ground here from Labda.
It's a chance for
Huge ultimate coming in from Labda. So far, there's a bunch of ultimates. Now you're going to see an ult over here. Both teams really think they're going to be able to get an opportunity here. Geekay goes up into the air. There's the beat. Really good time. And Alpha gets to go into land, but there's a lot of low HP targets on the side of Geekay. Something to keep note of right here. It could go either way right now. I'm looking at the HP, and it does seem like VP has a little bit more HP to sustain this. Yeah, Brock comes in from Ice Dome, is able to eat the ultimate on Reaper, and wow, what a clutch performance here. Holy crap, this is so back and forth. These teams are they're just so good. Alpha making a swap over to the Vendetta. A little bit of a swap. I mean, Geekay, I'm surprised they're not like trying to take that Sigma matchup. They were doing pretty well, but at the same time, they know better with this type of map and what works best for them in these situations. Kevster does have ult, but that's about it. Alpha, you're going to go up at the same time. Going to try to go all in on the Sigma in that area. He's able to go in, do a little bit of spin damage. Does a lot of crit damage in front. A lot of people getting low. Fix is able to disengage out. There's the Mauga. Mauga might go down. Doesn't they go down initially, but Kevster hits 1, hits 2, and able to do that. Psycho is able to follow up. We're going to get another team fight win here for VP, and it's going to come down to this next team fight. It will not. If Geekay wins it, it will go to the next. It will give it one more team fight. If VP wins it, it will go to the next round. Right now, 81%. Time is ticking. A lot of ultimates are more frequent on the VP side right now with the Sigma ultimate, the beat, and the Kitsune soon to be online. For Geekay side, only a Kitsune available soon, but a slight advantage to use the Kitsune. So there will be a little bit of time. Okay, here we go. Zayad slowly going to point. Charges across. Alpha's going to look for some type of pick. Finn is getting closer. Going to see a beat engage momentarily. I think they're waiting for one. There's an out. Fix is waiting. There's the Kitsune. Ice Dome gets 1. Makes it 2. In chat, VP will go up 1-0 on this round. 1-0 on this round. This is a back and forth between these teams right now, chat. This is crazy.
Sigma, I mean, really clean. Never caught out of position by these aggressive postures forward. Everybody ready. And you think back to the fights Geekay won. I mean, those are not consistent ways to win fights. Like,
whoa.
The stomp on the Sojourn.
What a game. Will they switch up their comp next round? More than likely. I think what they're going to realize is that, like, they just need to play that sim battle, and, like, it's not worth, like, I could be wrong, and they just have good strats here, but don't be surprised to see the same comp coming out.
It's going great. It's going great.
Maybe not. I mean, I don't think the Mauga was really the problem. I think it was just that
Fix it with a really good round, right?
VP made clutch plays. Right?
Entire time, pretty much. Also,
was this the best Sigma map of the 3? I like the next two. I like this one, and I like the other one for Sigma, believe it or not. So it's just preference. Is Diva rarely played now? Well, Diva's banned right now, but yeah, Diva gets a lot of play time. She's pretty rough right now on a lot of the stuff. So we'll see. Either way.
One more time at least. See if that kind of turns
VP
maybe a little bit better than the
looking for any chance to get things going.
Virtus.Pro giving space.
Damage output's going to be high.
They need to keep the formation strong. Ziad senses an opportunity, goes deep to the backline. The cleanse.
There's the slam.
Alfie ready to come in and connect the TP away.
Alpha with a huge pick again. But will it be enough to be able to solidify the team fight? And yup, Rock comes in from Ice Dome, and I think there will be a follow-up here. I think you're going to see Sigma go down. Sigma goes down. Team fight is about to be in favor of, yup, look at Alpha Yi popping off Geekay. Takes his first team fight, of course. This is, this can go any way. We saw Geekay do that before. Get it to 75%, give or take, and then lose the team fight or lose the first round. So
now we'll get a maze swap here.
I've never played that game. I do like card games nowadays, though. I mean, I'm getting a lot more intrigued by them, to say the least.
Glass cannon, so to speak, and that is.
I mean, I just think Diva just isn't as strong right now, so teams aren't going to play Diva because of it. It's the same reason why I don't see as like much, Winston's solid, but he has to play it perfectly. Geekay does have a Kitsune coming in. They are being a little bit aggressive, though. Geekay is getting low already. I am watching that HP. It is not looking as low on VP side. I mean, Zayad has 1 HP. Obviously, Labda coming in for a flank play. I mean, they should be able to flip this point. I mean, they didn't even, remotely get healed. Good job by Kevster. Okay, VP captures a little bit sooner, and there's going to be ultimates coming up right now with the Kitsune. What card game to play? We'll say the Spire. I'm talking about those type of card games, like, say, the Spire, Belaltro is the games I'm playing right now.
This good, right? It's kind of easy reads. Them at that moment.
Here we go.
Dangerously low in the start of a lot of these fights.
Kitsune gonna be coming in here soon.
Try and keep him alive as Kev gets back.
Gonna happen.
To the high ground here. We'll end up with an OC is Sundering Blade available here, and it's gonna be the Kitsune rush from both sides.
Oh, but the damage comes out so
here it is.
fast.
Charges going in. Boom. Going to be a slam happening in a second right now. There's going to be ultimate on both sides. Both teams recognize the importance of this team fight. We're going to see a bunch of ults being used, and I mean a bunch of ults. Labda is the only one not to use an ultimate yet, but we'll see if that's next. There it is from Labda. Going to be able to get the kill, but out of nowhere, Geekay trades a bunch. And they're going to be capturing the point right now.
And somehow, some way, the frozen manga.
Dude,
You got it because of the Cyberpunk Lab? That's cool. Yeah, I noticed that was one of the card
And
decks.
when he pops the OC Lab, I was like, this fight looks over pretty much. But he comes up with 2. Alpha Yi still alive there on the Vendetta. Very difficult hero to take out. And it looks like VP, they want to fight this
Here
rather quickly. They think they have an advantage coming back off spawn.
VP, Sojourn, going to be going to the side here. Alpha E looking for a pick. Kepster gets a kill on the Labda. A lot more damage coming in. Zayed gets the trade. Everybody's going in. A lot of damage output coming in. Zayed is trying so hard to survive. Does survive. Obviously, that's the kill. Geekay getting set up for a longer team fight. Stagger and Kepster as long as possible. This is a huge play here. Kepster will go down in a second. No, Kepster gets out. Honestly, it's still not that bad. Oh no. Chase. I can't believe they went. I'm very surprised Alpha chased that. Like, I am very surprised. This is the last game, not of the day. No, there's still NA stuff to be played. Don't worry. That's how you play Vendetta? I am very surprised by that. They have to give up the point because of it. Like, straight up, they have to give up the point. Because if they don't give up the point, they're going to be down in numbers, and it's not worth that. So, here they go. They're coming back. We're going to see a Kitsune come in right now from Finn. Here it is. Zayed's already taking a lot of damage. Look for Sigma to kind of do this. Oh, actually, Kepster's going to go with the ultimate. Ice Dome gets the play going there. He's able to get a kill on the Finn. Labda gets a kill on a Kepster. Looking at the HP, though, it does look like they're going to be able to flip. And what a flip over here. It's not going to seem like a big deal right now, but this percentage could make or break how much time they have in the next team fight. And that is what it does. This is going to give them a much cleaner one. Chat, last team fight coming up at this point. If DK wins this team fight, we're going to one more round. But if VP is able to win right here, they will win the series and be your champions of Stage 2 EMEA. Here we go. Kitsune coming out very soon with the May ultimate. Zayed has ultimate coming up very shortly. Get ready. Vendetta ultimate can be solid against some of these ults. There's the beat from Kelix. Kelix going to go with the beat. Timon's there. We have a couple of ultimates on the board. There's the Kitsune. There's the May ultimate. We're going to see Alpha not be able to get anybody just yet. Geekay's going around trying to find the kills. Zayed is getting low. Zayed goes down. Kepster gets a kill on the Labda. Fix it gets beaten time. And chat, after all is said and done, unless Kelix has the sickest touch of all time, VP again prevails in the finals. 4-3. And then they paused. Why not get a consolation pause at the end? VP with the win, with the victory. And there you go. What a series. These teams put on a great performance. Couldn't ask for a better best of 7. What a game. What a match. In chat, you're like, oh, is that it? Sure ain't. Because up next, we have Team Liquid versus Dallas Fuel. Winner trying to get to the grand finals to play against SSG. I'm going to take about a 3 to 4 minute break to walk around. I'll see you for that. Hit the follow button if you haven't. Appreciate y'all a ton. I got to go with Burn Blue with Dallas Fuel. Obviously, I'm a Fuel streamer. But hey, we're going to lock in and enjoy. Can they do it? We'll find out soon.